And Cocky Sonny, how is he?
He's actually pretty good. He's my friend. Yes, he's not
Okay.
going to win a belt, I don't think, but he's not a bad fighter. He wants to be called Hearn.
Hearn.
I think that's his name. I think Cocky
Is it
Sonny
like?
should. Yeah,
Is it like?
Okay. I'm writing down some notes right now,
Fair
so
enough.
I'm trying to get this squared away. So Lynx fought for a title. Now he's opening up on the prelims.
Yeah,
You
that's
want
not good.
here.
There's a good story right there.
Why is it so far down? Because I would have thought that him versus Jack, considering that I don't know, if Lynx won that. Oh, but obviously he's not fighting now.
Lynx former title challenger versus up and comer debut Greg Man.
Just staring at a BOTG fight. To be
Okay,
honest,
so Dave and Cocky Sonny. Who do you want? Who you want? What do we want to call Cocky Sonny again?
Hearn, but you don't have to. It's just what he wants. I don't know. You don't really have to follow it. I
How's it going, boys and girls? This is going to be a banger of a card. We have a lot of action to go through today. I'd like to get everybody excited. We have a couple title fights, three to be exact, and we have a career versus career match. We've got a lot of fights to sit through, so let's go ahead and get comfortable. Grab yourself a snack, and remember, let's just have fun and try and win as many as we can here, boys.
Fantastic.
Yeah, the first fight up is Lynx versus Gregman. Gregman hasn't fought yet. He's making his debut, and Lynx is coming off of a surprise knockout. There was a bit of talk that it was a bit lucky because he was getting a bit beaten up on the feet before getting the finish. But he won spectacularly with a flying knee in what was knockout of the year. So it should be an absolute spectacle.
Yeah, I'm very excited to see how this one plays out. Greg, man, this is again, he's kind of known as the resident troll in the aggro chat. So I know Lynx is going to want to try and get it to him good here. Looks like we just got everything locked in. Going to go ahead and load up the screen, and yeah, let's see how this goes, man. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It'll be interesting to see how Lynx recovers.
Kane, what's your take on this fight, buddy? How do you feel like this one goes?
Well, it's interesting. Both are good fighters. They've both won some and they've lost some. So, like you said, Link's coming off a title shot, a sort of main eventing, maybe going down to the prelims is a big blow blow. So it'll be interesting to see if that fuels him in his fight against his contender Smith to get back to where he once was.
Good uppercut there. Oh, Bregman's catching him early. Lynx favours the spinning attacks. He loves the spinning elbow. He loves the flying knee. He's a very, very grandiose fighter. So expect to see fireworks.
Good kick to the body. Oh, a nice straight and uppercut.
Yeah, it looks like Lynx is piecing him up to start things off too. So I'd like to see Bregman try and take back control of this fight. But again, Lynx is just so tough to beat.
He's a hard, but even in all the fights he's lost, he's put up a good fight. Oh, just misses there with a head kick.
Oh.
There we go. That's the first flying knee attempt.
And I guarantee you that's not going to be the last.
No, yeah, you could say that.
That straight lead uppercut is landing for Lynx. There's a lot of succession. So he goes for it again.
Lynx is landing a lot of fakes. Gregman was claiming that he was a Division 20 player.
Again, we know Greg Man is a neighborhood troll, so we'll see how he actually plays out. But it looks like Lynx is kind of going out there and using a lot of his stamina early on.
Yeah, a few body strikes from Gregman and a few of those switch kicks, and he could do some serious damage. Good catch there. Oh, he's draining his block, if you notice. Look at Gregman's block.
Yeah, that long-term health on the block is going down dramatically. Yeah, Lynx has definitely got to take care of that fast.
He needs to get out of the way. More movement, more sway.
Body work for either one of these two fighters would work exceptional right now because they are both put on quite a high pace. So a couple good shots to the body, maybe a body rock for one of these gentlemen would change the entire pace of the fight quite early in the favour.
I think Lynx is. I think Gregman's started to figure out Lynx. He's walking him down at the moment. Just as I say that.
Beautiful question mark.
Just as I say that.
He moves out of the way. He gets out of the way here. He's going to push.
That's why the body shots.
That is impressive head movement from Gregman, but again, you've got to ask how much of a toll does that take on his block? As you say there, as we see there in the body. Oh, and he's down already.
It's all over. It's all over.
Wow.
That's a bit of a quick one. Yeah, like a flash.
The body then comes back up with a lead left hook.
Man, that was huge there for Gregman. And Gregman's backing up a lot of the talk that he does in the aggro chat. That is super impressive there. I mean, that's a tough opponent to finish.
Well, you've got to ask questions now where Gregman's going to be ranked, considering Lynx was the third ranked guy on short notice. Within about 20 minutes notice, Gregman to do that is a seriously impressive statement. It really is.
He went from being the resident troll to now more than likely being a contender and someone very scary to match up with. He seems to be favoring the pressure boxing. So, wow, again, what a fantastic bout there.
That was impressive. You have to be extremely happy about this if you was Gregman right now. Have we got an interview with Gregman?
I believe Jamie's setting up the interviews.
Okay. We have received word, but we don't know. Yeah, that was exceptional. Lynx, I'm surprised he didn't throw when he was rocked. I'm surprised he didn't throw a flying knee at that. You'd have thought that would have been the optimal time, especially for a man that needed to pull something
I think
spectacular out.
body shots early on would have been a huge factor for Lynx because if you notice, Gregman was pushing forward, but he wasn't blocking his body at all. Even with the kicks, he was landing all the kicks to the body. So maybe some punches to the body could have swayed the fight in Lynx's favor. But you did see Gregman get a beautiful body rock after he did.
And again, not
Lynx
enough
roll.
can be said about how Gregman's debut coming against Lynx, a former title challenger, comes in and handles business relatively well. Again, Greg did get rocked a couple times, but he seemed to be in control of the fight the whole time, utilizing the pressure boxing.
It is a big accolade because Lynx is a hard fighter to finish on a full camp, never mind on 20 minutes notice. So
That's a good point.
huge feather in his cap.
That's a very good point.
I mean, you've got to ask questions as well. You say he wasn't blocking the body; that could pose problems for him in the future. If you're going forward, walking with the pressure boxing, we always know if you get in someone's face, you're very susceptible to a body uppercut or a body hook. And
Even
Lynx
a
didn't
knee.
see that tonight, or a knee, ironically
even
from
a well-timed knee could have changed the whole. And maybe we will see that hold addressed in the future. But at the minute, he gets to celebrate his win with a beautiful knockout of a former title contender.
And let's talk about how high action that was. I mean, Agro Fighting does a very good job of featuring only high action bouts to start the card off. We can go back in the annals of time. You know, I think this is a very good appetizer to what we have coming up again. And again, we have three title fights coming up. So that's going to be a lot of fun to watch. Again, we have Jamie fighting Carl, the people's champ, in my opinion.
Jamie making a return from an 8-week layoff. His
Wow,
third
8
fight
weeks.
back after 8 weeks. It's going to be interesting to see if ring rust plays a part. You know, some fighters like Dominic Cruz say ring rust doesn't exist, but we'll see if it does. You know, only time will tell. Only time will tell.
And,
only time will tell. What
yep,
do you think
very
he's?
true.
Well, this answers a lot of questions that we don't know what Jamie we're going to see. We don't know whether Jamie's going to come out and favour the boxing like he has in recent events that hasn't worked out successfully for him, or we don't know if he's going to try and take Cole down and finish him straight away. In the chat, he was saying that this is the end of Jamie trying to please the fans. He needs to go out there and get a win, and I think he knows that now. I think he's trying to breathe new blood into that 145 division, and I think he's. Sonny, I've heard from, but I haven't heard from David.
And again, everybody
Sonny would be showing.
Everybody just stay put. We appreciate you 31 people coming in and watching the stream. We're going to try and work on getting this fight started up pretty soon.
We'll be back. Hello, welcome back. Up for our next fight this is absolute slobber knocker. It's actually again another debut. It's Cocky Sunny, as he's known on Twitter, with 1.2 thousand followers. He's also wants to go by the name Hearn, and the network's gone off.
Looks like we're having a little bit of technical difficulties, but
Yeah.
again, we have a wonderful debut match.
Well, if we can get, if it'll be interesting to see this fight 100% because David on a 2-fight win streak, and Sonny making or Hearn, as you said, sorry, making his debut. So if Hearn can pull this off, this would be a huge, again, feather in his cap to pull off an up and coming prospect, if you will, trained under the guys of Garganja. So it'll be interesting to see. It'd be interesting to see.
Can't message, can I? Yeah, it is interesting to see what happens, if we can see what happens. But we do know for a fact that they're both going to come to bring it. Though both of them really need a win. I believe Dave lost his last fight. If he didn't, he lost the fight before that. So he's not established in that division yet. Dave actually did win his last fight. But they're not established in this division yet. So Dave's a good tester for Cocky Sunny.
Can we all take a second and just admire Cocky Sunny's actual calf? Oh my gosh, with the blue hair and the trunks, he looks like an absolute killer. I'd be afraid to see that guy in the street.
It's the fact he's in his underpants that would scare me the most. No, don't mention him. I'll end up getting distracted.
Yeah, this is going to be an absolute banger of a fight. We can't reiterate this enough. Agro only puts on good fights. We are not here to take care of anybody's biases, to take care of anybody's feelings about each other. We're going to put on the best fight possible that we could possibly put on. So this is going to be a big one here. I got a lot of high hopes for this guy. Again, we're going to have a little bit of technical difficulty, it looks like, with this stream coming through, but that's fine. Again, we're going to do a good job of calling it and make sure everybody understands what's happening.
When it comes down to esports, this is just part and parcel, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm sure it'll be sorted out soon. Imagine fighting in it. Oh, and there's a bow of respect at the start. Okay, we're 30 seconds in.
Okay.
Cocky Sunny's on the offensive.
We get a
Jab,
1-2 jab, goes hook.
Oh,
ooh, walks right into a switch kick. That hurts there. You can tell that one hurt.
Hearn needs to be careful. He did just walk into a nice straight hook.
Jesus, Hearn is just standing in a letterbox.
Ooh.
And it looks like Dave is willing to exchange into. Oh, and he gets dropped early. Wow, Dave gets dropped early. That's impressive. Hearn rocks off 4 straight hooks. Again, he's standing in the newspaper box, and this is going to be a crazy fight. We said this from the beginning. These two are not afraid to throw hands. Yeah, this is super interesting here, and Hearn is just letting go of these hooks, man. You could tell he's coming out there and he wants blood.
On him. He's smelling blood at the moment. He's done a lot of damage already. These hooks are dangerous.
Oh, 1-2 head kick. There it is.
Oh,
another body rock. Oh my goodness, this is dangerous here.
A leg kick there is a strange decision, but they are trading.
Goes for the front kick.
Big hooks, man. He's just letting go of these hooks.
Hearn with a good head kick there.
1-2. Looks to be setting up that 1-2 head kick again.
Oh,
big front kick.
Oh, he just missed with that head kick.
Needs to be careful with the stamina.
I think they both know it's not coming out the first round.
And these two are not slowing down whatsoever. If he ducks under the head kick, he goes for a clinch.
And he's dropped again.
Decision. Wow, this is high pressure fighting here, and he drops him again.
Pushes down to the ground. Let's see if he follows up and goes to the ground and pound.
He's going for the stat guard. He gets he pushes off stat guard. That would have been it.
It's dangerous to get in stat guard with a good player.
Yeah, if you understand stat guard, it's very dangerous. Oh, he drops him again.
He's under
just
pressure.
Going. And there's that tracking again with UFC 4. Usually you'd be able to duck underneath that hook. That's got to be frustrating if you're on the receiving end of that.
They are very
continuing to clinch.
That and moving out the way of overhands are very frustrating.
1 minute left. This could be anyone's fight at the minute.
Those front kicks are looking dangerous.
Oh, no.
Looks like we've dropped the stream again. Again, this
Oh,
is not a big deal. Again, like Chad said, this is just a part of esports in general. Looks to be Dave
yeah.
throwing a big head kick.
Looks like it partially went off the block. Yeah, it looks like it hit the block.
Strikes there. Good hook.
Nice hook.
I mean, he is just letting go of these hooks. He tries to do that slip cross. That's a very meta move. You got to give it to him. He knows what he's doing, it seems like.
Good
Goes for
hooks
the
again.
lead hook straight. Feint.
Oh,
He
that
gets it.
front kick. It's dangerous. I told you. He needs to look out for it.
Going back. Look at
Oh,
who drops him
Sonny
again
goes
with the
down.
clinch. Can he finish him here at full guard posture? He
all
leans right
over.
into it, and it's
all
over. Oh, my goodness.
What
With
a
only
shame
8
to
seconds
say.
left.
That's a shame to see for Cocky Sonny. You've got to be upset losing that fight.
I got to be honest.
Great win from Dave. He lost.
I got to be honest, man. I don't think there's any losers in that fight. That fight right there was just a fantastic, huge debut there for Cocky Sonny. You got to give it to him. Dave, the professional that he is and someone that's had an aggro fight, he found a way to get the job done. And that's just plain and simple. It looks like Dave is going to have a lot of potential in this company. I like to see him fight again soon.
But a loss doesn't necessarily knock the stock of Hurdle. It was a back and forth fight, and up until the knockdown, and the follow up shots, it was anybody's fight.
Exactly. Yeah, that's what I agree completely. I don't think there's any losers in that one. I mean,
No,
you could check the
not.
Yeah, you could check the records for that, and you're going to tell who won and lost, obviously. But the way that Cocky Sonny came out in his aggro debut, it really put a scare to Dave, who, again, it is an aggro professional at this point, having 2 fights. I got to say, man, that was a wonderful start to his career, and I'd like to see more out of this guy.
Yeah, it was an interesting, very interesting fight. I mean, Sonny could have nearly finished him at the end. There was 3 or 4 times where he could have finished him. I think experience definitely played a role, especially in weathering the storm.
That's exactly it. You could tell when he went for that clinch, he just had an idea of what he wanted to do, and you could tell Cocky Sonny just didn't really have much anything to answer to it. So coming up now, I believe we have Isaac versus Roman. That's an interesting fight there. We know Isaac has actually been in aggro for quite a while, and this is Roman's debut. How are we feeling about this?
Well, I think you're the best person to talk about this, knowing that you've actually faced the man. How do you feel?
Yeah.
What was your experience fighting against Isaac?
Isaac is very balanced. He did a really good job of holding me on the ground the first round. And again, I did initiate the grappling, but yeah, he did a very good job of holding me down on the ground. I'd like to be interested to see if he comes back and uses that same strategy. And when we got into I believe that might have been up there for fight of the year, just the way that it ended, the front kicks, and how I was so close to beating him towards the end. Yeah, it was so close at the very end of it, and but I will say, like we just kind of saw earlier with Dave being able to weather the storm and go out there and just get the job done when he needed to. Isaac found a way to get the job done point blank and range. So we're gonna see how good Roman is. Isaac's record might not show just how truly talented he is at this game. Roman is gonna have a lot to deal with. I wonder to see if he'll go for the grappling advantage because he's got it, in my opinion.
Very, very good words there from Cody, a man who's got experience with one of the men in the fight. Roman himself is on his debut. Again, we keep throwing debuts at you. We've had 2 great fights from debuts, 2 great performances, 1 win and a loss. Sorry. We have an interview that I'm being told in the headpiece. From Dave Ford himself, the victor of the previous fight. Dave needs access.
And again, this holdup is because we're trying to get Dave in to get his first interview here. Trying to make this look as professional as possible because after a fight like that, he definitely deserves to have his word said.
He very much does, especially taking on a person debuting. You never really know what you're going to get. There's always a lot of nerves that I imagine would go involved. I've never actually faced someone on their debut, so I wouldn't know personally, but I can imagine not knowing what's coming over the horizon.
Yeah.
Be a very
Definitely a lot
scary
harder to
situation.
face someone who doesn't have any tape on them. You don't know what they fight like. You've got no reference to go off. You've got nothing. Win or lose, you don't know what they're going to do. They could come out such a throw of knees. They could come out and wrestle you, but we've got an interview coming from the headphones.
Yes, we have.
Oh.
And he's
You boys take away. I'm just going to nip to the loo.
okay. I'll start off. You ask a few questions. Hello, Dave.
Hello.
How you going after that performance? How you feeling?
Feeling good, mate. It was a good fight. Another first round knockout.
Do you think that you performed well in that fight for your standards?
I ain't gonna lie, I did not fight the best, but I did all right. To be fair, obviously, I came for that knockout. I got the knockout. But to be fair, I do actually respect that guy. He's actually sound, so I do actually respect him. To be fair, but
that's good. It's always good to see.
But yeah, nah, it was a good fight. He's actually decent. I think he'll do well. I'm not gonna lie. But
yeah, at the time you were the better fighter. I have a lot of respect for that too, as well. And we got to say congratulations on winning. As we were saying earlier, you got to be afraid of somebody who's on their debut. Again, you have no tape on the guy. So what was your game plan coming into it, Dave?
To be fair, obviously, I saw he was using a razor build. Obviously, that's quite good for like clinches and stuff like that. So obviously, I was sat there. I was like, oh, he's gonna try clinch me and stuff, but he didn't. So I was just putting the pressure on him. He got a couple of stuns on me, so I was like, oh shit, what am I gonna do? And then obviously I just came out, did big Dave things, and got a knockout.
Yeah, congratulations, brother. And again, we're gonna have to see how this guy's career plays out, but that could be another future matchup later down the road.
Yeah,
he looked very talented.
Who do you want next? Who are you looking at? Is it just Dosser, or you got anyone else in your eyes? You're on a 3-fight win streak.
Whoever wants it. I was meant to fight Dosser. I'll fight anyone on it, but I'll fight whoever wants me. So I don't mind.
Good call.
I like the attitude, brother. Okay, man. Congratulations. And again, we really thank you for coming out here and making this card possible, brother.
Oh, no worries. See you later.
Lovely seeing you, mate. Have a good one.
Congratulations. Big win.
Big.
And now we'll have our promo play.
Oh, like butter. Quite boring fights. Aggro is.
And how's it going, boys and girls? We have another great fight coming around. We have MMA Isaac versus Roman. And again, have to say it again. I know it sounds like we're a broken record at this point, but this is a debut. So, again, this is going to be a very interesting matchup here. We'd like to see how this one plays out.
Yeah, I am very much looking forward to it. What are your thoughts on it, Kane?
I'm interested. All the debut fights, the two that we've had so far, have been absolutely insane. So, all I can be is excited. Again, we talked about this earlier. You don't know what you're preparing for when you fight a debut fight. You've got nothing to go off. So, if anything, the debut has got more got more of an advantage because they have the tape. They you know, especially if they're fighting experienced fighters, so it'll be definitely interesting. We've had two bangers from the 2 debutants so far, so let's hope for a third.
Yes, I certainly imagine so. Who do you think? If you've got to favour Isaac going into this, then if he's the only one we've seen fight, and we know Isaac can bring it. Cody here is testament to that, and he gave a very good analysis that you can't really ignore at this point. Obviously, as we've seen tonight, we don't know.
Exactly. Yeah. And again, I'd like to say Isaac would be smart to go in and attempt to grapple with him. You know, sometimes with the newer guys, they're not used to the aggro style of grappling, very aggressive and really going to do a good job of holding you down. And in my previous fight with him, he did a very good job in the first round of just grappling me and keeping me down on the ground for an entire round. And I believe that actually ended up winning him the fight. So I'd like to see him come out there and just attempt to grapple and try and get him out of there as fast as possible. But again, go ahead. Yeah, we're good. And again, man, you got to be very careful with these people debuting because it's a very scary idea trying to go up against these guys. So if Isaac does his part right and he does a smart move here, he's going to take him down first round and just hold him down. So we'll see how this goes. I'm very excited for it. You know. Of Romero. I'm not sure if you guys are very familiar with the MMA community. We're going to have Romero, an ESFL champion, former champion, Swab Jamie, an ESFL champion. We're going to work on getting Prioxis again, an ESFL champion. So he's going to go up against some stiff competition, and you know, we just want to make sure everybody knows that, you know, Agro's here for business. We're not going to take anything away from us. You know, we're doing a very good job of promoting, and we're going to try and keep that up, because we have a huge fight coming up and a huge tournament to work on.
Something else I want to sprinkle on top in regards to the fight. What we have seen before, quite common in aggro, is fighters choosing a wrestling build, but then staying standing up just for the threat of the takedown, which is interesting. As you said before, Isaac is quite a good wrestler. It'd be interesting to see if he chooses the wrestling class, but does decide to keep it standing, just for the sole threat of the takedown.
I think personally, I think that's a terrible. As someone who's a wrestler, I think that's a terrible idea, because if you go into a fight on the defensive with your back up, with your hands down, someone's just going to crack you to the head, and it doesn't take a lot of shots nowadays to hit an uppercut and over, and the fight's over. It is so dangerous to do that. But we have seen that approach, yeah.
Yeah,
we have.
It's not a exactly smart game plan, because the wrestler probably doesn't have as much head health as, like we say, a kickboxer or a boxer. But we have seen it happen quite a few times. The wrestler come out and then piece somebody up. Sometimes it goes their way, sometimes it doesn't. It's just another aspect of the fight to think of, something a little bit more psychological than actual physical.
And Kane did a very good job of mentioning, to harken back on what he was trying to say. He did a very good job of mentioning the fact that the wrestler dominator build on the calf screen has the only 5-star chin in calf. So, like he said, that wouldn't be a super bad idea, but I'd like to think Kane comes out here, or Isaac comes out here and just goes something a little more balanced to utilize that grappling that he's very good at. So, going to be a great fight here, boys. And again, I know I've said this before, but you know, very exciting matchup. We have a debut versus Isaac, who is a very balanced fighter. And we're working on getting that fight pulled up right now.
We are working on it indeed. We could see our first takedown of the night, because surprisingly, 2 fights in, we haven't seen a takedown yet. That's all you've been seeing. All we've been seeing is non-stop action on the feet. I thought aggro kickboxing was before.
Here, when the clinch was initiated, we didn't see any trips. We just saw big knees and elbows in the clinch. So
One rock,
we've
one
had-
rock, straight from the clinch. One clinch, one rock. That's how it goes. It's
Exactly.
been insane so far. As you were saying, Cody.
Yeah, and Agro's kind of known for their great grappling. A lot of our champions over on the PlayStation 4 side are grapplers. There's nothing wrong with the idea of grappling somebody. Some people might think it's boring to watch, but I think in a way, high level grappling is a lot harder to get really, really good at than high level striking. So, and if you do see grappling later on down the road, guys, just stick in and try and pick up on some skills because we have highest of high level grapplers. We have ESFL fighters that do grapple on aggro. So, instead of looking at it and say, oh, it's not nonstop action like we've been so blessed to see with these first two prelim fights, just take a second and try and learn something if you're uncomfortable with the idea of being on your back in this game because right now it's very OP, the idea of grappling. So you got to just stick together and stick with it because it's something that takes a long time to master. It's very easy to get good at, but it takes a very long time to master.
Yeah, legit. Is he going to be on there soon, Johnny? What is this?
Yeah. Taking the piss, but yeah.
And again, guys, we appreciate y'all for sticking around. Like Chad mentioned early on in the stream, I think that it resonates very well with the idea of esports. And we're going to have a little bit of technical difficulties. We're going to have some delay. That's just a part of being a part of esports, man. It's a challenge always. Oh, and we'd like to say thank you to BOTG for subscribing. That is huge right there because that helps us grow and it helps us get a way better following than we have right now. And again, we appreciate you 40 viewers. Wow, that's so impressive. Just here watching the stream. And again, we'd like to apologize for the technical difficulties. We're going to have a little bit of a delay, nothing serious though. And just keep everybody happy. Eventually, we're going to get back to business.
As everybody's saying, we may have some technical difficulties, but it definitely pays off at the end. That's a two fights
Yep.
can be a
Yeah, the
testament
first.
to my words.
Yeah, those first two fights are some of the best we've seen.
Yeah, you got a lot of build up here for a potential fight of the night because you got a lot to work for. Because those two right there, in any day, could win fight of the night. So we'll see how this one goes.
Who did you guys think was fight of the night out of the last two fights?
Oh man, I gotta give it to Greg, man, for the upset. I just do. I think that might be upset of the night. I think that might be fight of the night as well.
Really? I think the opposite. I think the last fight we saw.
I was going to give it to exactly the same with you, Chad. Give it to Dave and Herd. It was a back and forth fight, a really intense fight, and both fighters' stocks were raised in that fight. Nobody left, like Cody said earlier, a loser. Nobody left a loser. Although on paper one of them will lose, in the minds of the people and ourselves and the commentary team and the management team, nobody have lost. If anything, they've improved their stock with that absolute banger of a fight.
Yeah, AGRO hardcores will not forget. What are you saying, Cody?
No, you're good. Go ahead and continue. I'm gonna speak to Jamie off stream here for a second. Give me one second.
Okay, yeah, cool. The AGRO hardcores, they don't forget those type of performances. It is interesting. What fight are you looking forward to the most, though, Kane?
Let me just pull up this. Let me see. Personally, Brandon, I've been following his career very, very, very closely ever since. I believe it was his first fight he had on AGRO. It was 170, and although I believe it was a loss, it was a very competitive loss, and I kept my eye on him closely at the champion at the time. But honestly, I am more excited, and the Morbid as well. I think it's the first two are very exciting.
Oh, sorry, we have had to cut Kane off there. We are in. We are about to watch a great fight between MMA Isaac and Roman on his debut. Fun fact, Kane.
And look at this. We're going to see. Is that Isaac going for a wrestler? Oh, my goodness. Wow, you were very accurate with that one, weren't you, buddy?
I had a feeling.
Yeah, that's a big decision. Again, we mentioned Isaac's versatility, but it looks like he's just going to go straight up for the wrestling build. If he goes ahead and locks it in, we're going to see how he goes.
Yeah,
And
he did. Mm.
locks
Interesting
in
decision.
wrestler. Wow, this is going to be a lot of fun to see. I'd like to see how this works out. Like you said, he's going to be severely hindered in his striking, but in my opinion, he doesn't really necessarily need striking to beat this guy. I think he could just take him down, but we have a lot to learn about Roman here too. That's what I'm most excited about. We're going to see a lot here.
Also, as we've seen time and time again, it only takes one good shot to really change the outcome of the fight. So
Absolutely.
it only takes one, although he might not have the best stand-up skills as the wrestler, he may get one good rock. Well, that leads to the eventual takedown. So there's a lot that can come out, and we're getting into it right now. I think we're going to start very nice and slow, nice knee to the body.
Those knees, personally, I don't enjoy throwing those knees. They don't do as much damage as I think they should. They very much frustrate me in those kind of things. Oh, and it's a good takedown.
That's a nice deny. We moved side control. Let's see if he
Side
goes for the
control is a dominant
crucifix.
position.
He
Interesting.
might be looking for that crucifix. Oh, he ends up getting the sprawl though. Good movement there.
Pepper in the body. This is some good body work as well.
Roman's not
Gets to the
moving.
nice backside.
You never want to sit still.
Postures up. Let's see if he can do some damage.
Okay, so we've seen the strategy from Isaac is to just gas him out. He's hitting the body a lot here. Good block there at the transition.
Oh, God, that's nice. Let's see if he postures up and he decides to go to
Side control. He likes the side control.
Top mount buttons up into the back mount. Pepper's
He
the butt
flipped
again.
it?
Let's see if he.
Good
Nice
block.
deny.
He's really doing that body in. That kind of damage stays in for later to the fight. Oh, and he's flipped him. Roman showing off a bit of skill there.
And he moves with side control.
Ironic. And Isaac gets up. That's the thing wrestlers do really well is when they tend to go on bottom, they tend to get up really easily because you're always trying to block the flip. I think Roman was a bit apprehensive there.
But the issue is Isaac doesn't have that much of advantage on the feet because of that wrestler class.
It is annoying when you get stood up. It kind of gets in your psyche if people keep standing up in takedowns when you're fighting for aggro. If you have a game plan to just take down, you can't really have a plan B.
It was really mixing up the.
Yeah, especially if you go straight for the actual wrestling build, you're gonna have a hard time trying to go to a second lane. And as Conor McGregor always says, the best thing you could do to be a champion in any kind of aspect of sport, any kind of combat, is hey, you gotta have a second plan. You gotta have a plan B. That's the biggest thing to be a champion in aggro and in the UFC for that matter. So you gotta have a plan B. And that's why picking a wrestler dominator build is a severe hindrance on that.
4 blocks in a row on the floor. It looks like Roman's a bit stuck in full guard. Until Isaac gets out. That was a smart move to get the backside.
We've not seen any real big damage on the floor as of yet. If anything, it's just been little peppering shots from each fighter, just trying to wear him down. So I think this might be a bit of a long fight in terms of the ground.
I think Roman is pretty good though. I think
yes.
It's nervy in your first fight when you get taken down straight on an armbar. There's not enough time to get this one, but it will. This is what some wrestlers do: is they get a gauge of your submission ability. Being new to the game or new to aggro, we haven't seen Roman's ability, so he's just feeling that out for the next round to see if it's his choice. Thank you to DJ Lethal for following aggro. Tobias FN. Joe Roach Pure Clan. I'm saying your name. And thanks to Dale. I like UTFG and Flynn.
And again, guys, if you're really enjoying the stream, we'd very appreciate a like and a follow. We're trying our best to bring you high action style fighting, and right now we're showing a very good job of our wrestling ability here for aggro. So if you're liking the stream, go ahead and drop us a like and a follow, and if possible, go ahead and hit us with a subscribe. We're going to use that to help us build and to grow and be the best company we possibly can.
He hits the double leg against the cage.
Those are very good takedowns to be in, but the only problem with that is you have to straight away, you can ride the cage.
I
There's
think
not
it's
very many-
definitely even
sorry.
on the floor. I don't think it's not as one-sided in terms of he is getting quite Isaac is getting quite a lot of top control, but at the same time he's still getting denied. It's still back and forth in terms of no real man is landing the heavy shots.
It
It's
is a
definitely
chess match.
interesting.
It's a chess match, and this is what happens sometimes when you get two high-level grapplers. But the interesting thing is Roman isn't choosing a wrestling class, so Isaac. It might actually have paid off for Isaac to have chosen wrestling class because he might not be winning these exchanges if he didn't have the extra half
the
second.
backside. Nice.
He keeps getting that on Isaac. Isaac seems to be a bit weak from the middle.
Nice deny. He's going
He
for
tried to go
triangle.
stacked. Oh, and an arm triangle here. This is famously the move that finished Chao's Sun in some defender strikes there. He doesn't look like he's going to get it.
Are we going to see
But
the slam as well? That plays a prominent part in the submission, especially with any armbar or triangle.
Well, these are a good. Roman's submission defense looks pretty impressive. Oh, chose to stand up. I think he knows he's losing the fight, and whoever's the man on top for longer tends to win on the judges' scorecards.
A nice leg
Very.
kick.
Oh, good hook
Nice
there.
hook.
Oh, the link's faithful.
Good body work.
Kick. Yeah, it's doing well. Oh, no, he's Roman out of nowhere has taken down Isaac. I think, from my memory, that must be his first takedown. The first time Isaac's been taken down in aggro.
And he's going for
Straight away for a guillotine. He's trying to pull the gilly.
That's a nice deny. This is some really high level grappling. We're going to get the submission.
The only problem with this is though is when you're on top in dominant positions and you try for a gilly, unless you get 3/4 of the bar through, your opponent will end up on top of you in a dominant position. And I don't know if you're against Isaac, you want to give him that dominant position.
Yeah, it's often not worth it.
Oh, and he's it's and a bad submission actually from Roman. Roman's got him straight to. If he stands up now, I think he's probably going to get it. He just lets him hit his body a lot. That's the thing. These kind of things score points for the judges.
I feel like he's waiting for the stand up, but in a fight this close, you can't really wait for the stand up. You need to make the play yourself, and he does
done that earlier.
that.
If I'm him right now, I'm kneeing him to the body, getting as many significant strikes in as possible. I would not have done that personally if it's a tight fight because you need to do something that separates you. A submission attempt is something. I'll give him that. That is something that will score him some points in control time.
It's interesting. The non-wrestler, the non-ground gentleman is going for more submissions this round. Definitely.
And maybe this is a bit of posturing from Roman, kind of showing everybody, hey, you're not going to just take me down and just dominate me. And again, Aggro is known for their great wrestlers. So he could be trying to make a point here and say, hey, you can pick wrestler dominator, buddy. I'm still going to take you down and bring the fight to you. I respect it, honestly.
How are we scoring it, boys? How are you also scoring? Put a comment in if you're listening. I hope you are. Put a comment down. How are you guys scoring it? I think it might be 1-1.
Yeah, it's a very close matchup. I want to say Roman probably won that round. And again, you never really know. You never really know with the judges' scorecards because in this game they're so wishy-washy.
Oh, that's a posture up, and we're getting some big damage now from Isaac.
Finally, the first bit of big damage. This could be a rock. Oh, Roman did very, very well to survive a rock there. And I think if you're Isaac, you'll be a bit upset.
Third round.
I think you'd be very, very upset if you was Isaac right now. You didn't get he's headhunting now. No more body strikes. Right, I think Isaac knows it's a tight fight. You can't leave it in the hands of the judges, as Cody said.
Careful because he could gas himself out just with a little bit of head movement on the floor from Roman.
It's an interesting decision not to go to half guard from that. I think Isaac thinks he definitely won the first round because he's somewhat relaxed at this. Oh, and he's been flipped. That's been a problem for him. And straight, he's got the back mount. Straight to the back.
Oh, he's going to go for the rear naked choke. See if he can sink in.
Interesting decision with full stamina. Or half stamina, I guess. He's not doing bad, though.
Roman's got good offense in terms of the submission. It's not...
Yeah, she does.
And again, going back to
armbar!
This could be it!
He's got out just about, but you've got to be a bit... If you're Isaac, you'll be a bit panicked by that. Certainly.
And a gripe I have with the game right there, I wonder why that doesn't change into a chain submission. When you change submission from rear naked choke to armbar, I always would think it would be interesting to see if we can maybe get that to be a joint sub actual mini game where you're using the triggers and not necessarily using your left stick.
Good idea.
Big
I agree.
groundwork.
Yeah, big groundwork there. We didn't talk about. 3 good strikes landed. He's got the side. No, he hasn't. He's gone straight back to sprawl. Again, this is where Isaac wants to be.
Ooh, trying to go for the side saddle there.
Oh, we're gonna get an anaconda choke.
The Peruvian
the,
tie.
Necktie.
Wow.
Oh, it's
Necktie.
Peruvian. I can't read.
I didn't want to assume it's a nationality.
Don't want to assume your submission.
Yeah.
And to go back on the judges' scorecards in general, these submissions
This is gonna be a
score a
tight one.
lot with the judges. The judges really like to see submission attempts, and they like to see you get to that third stage in the submission offense. If you can get that,
Rowan,
that's a lot of control time for you, and it's also a lot of points for the judge.
Roman done well to get out of backside. Backside's a dangerous. I'll say it, third time, dangerous position. He needs more head movement on the ground. Isaac throws every single time he's pushed it up. He throws 3 straights. I think you need to start clocking onto that.
Oh, he gets a backside.
He's got
If you
his
could get a
backside.
posture
10
up here, this
seconds.
could be scary. Oh, he flips it. Side control. He's got to find something to do here, get some damage.
Strikes needed.
Big elbows
Yeah,
here,
he's
too.
going for the strikes.
Yeah.
Oh, he's flipped
just at
him
the end of the
again. This is-
round.
Wow.
That is
High level
incredible.
grappling.
10
from
more
Agro
seconds.
fighters.
And
10
again,
10 more seconds. That fight could have been over.
is it just me, or do you kind of want rounds 4 and 5 after seeing that high level grappling right there? That was so impressive to see Roman coming out there and saying, "Hey, buddy, I'm not afraid to go out there and grapple with the best of aggro," and that was so impressive.
We've seen another debutant make a huge statement, even if it is a loss.
Hold on. We got the scorecards.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-27. For the winner by unanimous.
Interesting.
Interesting. 29.
I don't agree with that. I really don't agree with that. Personally.
Well, again, yeah, no, you know what they say, man. You can't really leave it up to the judge's decision. And unfortunately, that's a part of UFC 4, man. You know, I felt like that should have been a little bit closer scored, but you know, that's just how the cookie crumbles at times. And we'd like to appreciate everybody who stuck around through that great grappling display. We have 45 viewers in the aggro stream. That is just that's so humbling. We really appreciate you guys taking your time out of the day to watch this stream. We're doing the best job we can to make it as entertaining as possible.
We really are, Jody, and I want to thank everyone who's fighting today, and well, my other commentary team for being here. Jamie can't commentate today because he's obviously getting ready for a fight and hosting the stream. He's doing a great job with that. Let's roll on with some more fights. Have we got a post-fight interview? Are we in? It is proper. We are back in. Hello, guys. No interview. We're straight into the next stream. MMA Isaac. He just walked out the arena. What can we say? This next fight is between MMA Colin
Jimmy Rowe on the
and
Xbox.
Thank you for saving me. I didn't have it in front of me.
Don't
Jimmy
worry.
Rowe. These will be these will be interesting.
So these, give me some facts on these guys, Chad, and or Cody. Anybody listening right now, give me some facts on these two gentlemen fighting.
Well, it's a debut again. When can
Again.
we not? This you'd love to see it. It's Jimmy's debut. He was actually originally slated to start at 170 on Xbox, but he decided he needed to fight Colin apparently because he is here in the money division, the Xbox 145. Some say that an earthquake's hitting that division soon. But yeah, MMA Colin is here. He's 0-2 in aggro. It isn't a good record, but when you think about who he's faced, he has faced some people that will go on to both the people he fought would go on to fight for titles. So it isn't as though he's low. You're not interrupting. It's not because he's low. Right. And then we've also got some followers to shout out. Thank you all, boys and girls. What was that? Virgin Fox. Oh my god, sorry. That was actually not intentional. Sorry, Legend Fox. Not the Virgin Fox. Legend Fox. Chadlow in a trap. Pablo in a trap. Yes. I am Chinesis. It's Smoggy. That one's a nice, easy one. Rohan and Joseph. Thank you. Sorry, we kept having a bit of cut off there. Straight into the next fight against with MMA Colin and Jimmy. I've just finished Better Call Saul. Again.
Never seen. I watched Breaking Bad, but I tried to watch Better Call Saul.
So good. It gets better. You got to give it the first episode.
To be fair, it's like that with most things. Have you seen
Yes.
Sopranos?
No, I haven't. I know Sopranos is very good though. Have you seen Sopranos, guys? Put it in the chat. I'll read it and not respond. Yeah, what's Sopranos like? How many seasons is there?
There's 6, but it's high quality content. High
The guy
quality.
died, didn't he? Just the year it came out. And they're going.
Alright.
We're rolling. Oh. We missed one person out on stream. We were going to shout out at Robbie Poirier 10. Mr. RT as he's known.
Guys, I had to back off for a second. I just got a phone call. I apologize for my absence. We have a huge announcement to make here. I don't know if I can say this live right now. It might be something to hold back. It might be something to hold
Cody,
back
wait,
for the main
message.
card, but for the people in here,
What's going on?
What we've got is a huge announcement for you guys. Cody will message management. That's when he can tell you. Good knee there.
That's a good overhand. That's some nice jabs. And
Good hooks there.
Some knees.
Again, that's all we've seen tonight. Oh, that crane kick. Oh, that was nice. Did you see that?
Very well timed.
Moved out the way with. That was.
Oh, the
the
crane kick
crane
lands.
kick,
Let's
bro.
see what we get. We've got a Sage Northcote look-alike in aggro.
Wait, Joe, he's fighting like a karate specialist.
Nice kick to the body.
Oh, he's
Oh,
using a lot of
oh.
stamina.
Yeah. and
Mr. Colin.
that's been a common theme too. You got to think these people who are supposed to be tenured veterans for aggro are coming out and they're huge head kick.
Oh,
He dropped
wow.
him down. That could
I
be
think
it.
this is
He's
over.
finishing
I
the
think
fight.
it's
He
over.
finished it. It's over.
Oh,
Oh
no,
my
Colin
God.
shows a lot of heart to survive that. He
The
didn't
grapple
get up out of
advantage.
it.
Is he
Is he not on
using
legacy
hybrid?
controls? Jesus
Is he on?
Christ.
He's on legacy controls. Oh my
No,
God.
he's not on legacy. He's on the
Hybrid. Hybrid.
Yeah, hybrid. That's it. You're right. That's unbelievable.
Oh,
Yeah, I've
man,
never
that guy-
not seen a fighter.
That was
He's
a
a
nice
wild
block
one.
off the body kick.
Yeah, that's ballsy there. I like that. He's saying I don't even need to grapple. I'm just going to be straight stand up.
Oh!
Big crank it.
Man,
That's got to be it. That might be
That
fight,
is
game, set,
not
and
moving.
match.
He's not even
MMA
trying to
Collins
defend.
is knocked out cold on the mat. Jimmy Rook.
big debut. Big
That looked
mean,
like a
my
men
goodness.
against boys.
There was no defense from him, Colin. He was out before the shots. The ref should have stopped it before, if I'm completely honest. There was no defense. from
Jesus
MMA
Christ.
calling on the floor, but big win for Jimmy Rowe.
I mean, that's got to be the most one-sided
That's a great
action there we've
knockout. I
seen
love that. Wow.
I mean, that was just 100% one-sided there. Man, somebody's got to talk to MMA Colin about switching up and going to that legacy control, man, because we gotta. That was incredibly one-sided, in my opinion. More than likely performance of the night.
That was unbelievable. The first minute of the fight was standoffish, and I think you might be seeing some nerves on the debut again, fourth one. You're seeing nerves on the debut of a guy that didn't overcommit, didn't fight the fight that he fought later in the fight, but as he got into the fight, clearly that you see on the look of their faces that Colin didn't stand up to much pressure.
Who's ready for this one coming up right here? I don't even think it needs to be said. We have BOTG. His record does not show his performances in aggro. He fights nothing but killers. He's attempting to be the giant slayer of aggro. And then we have Sandman, who is a former title challenger, and this would be a killer, and he's 3-3, and this is going to be a big fight here.
He actually retired just before getting his title shot. He was going to challenge. It was me. He was going to challenge me.
Oh my goodness!
He retired. I don't blame him if you had to fight me. It's a very scary prospect. But he retired, and he's come back reinvigorated for 170. We've got BOTG on the face cam. Yes.
Face cam.
He's got a pink shirt on, as some people call it, salmon.
Real men pull off pink, and I'll stand by that till I die.
A better looking Randy Ruiz, I say. But it's lovely to see BOTG again in quarantine. There he is, smiling. Hello. He can't see us, can he? I waved at my screen. What am I doing? It's great to see him back. They say the face of aggro because he's the only one who puts a face cam on.
Yeah, if there's anybody out here that's the people's champs, in my opinion, right next to Carl, it's probably BOTG, man. That guy, he just goes out there and he just fights nothing but absolute bangers, and people who go out there and they're going to go out there and try and finish this fight against him. So he's got a lot on his plate here, but it's nothing BOTG can't handle.
Well, let me list just some of the names, and I'll do a little gap for entertaining purposes. Some of the names he's fought are unbelievable. We've got one of them is commentating right now, Kane, a champion.
And
You've
he's
got
also
Ganja, a champion. You've got Betpick, a champion.
Correct.
Jordan, a champion, and he fought him twice. So he's fought 5 people that have held a title. So really, that 2-8 record could very well be 2-3 if you just take out the champions he's faced. So 100%. It's not that. It's very deceiving.
100%. And actually, one of those wins that he has is against yours truly. Knocked me clean out in 5 seconds. The fastest knockout in aggro history at the time. Knocked me out in 5 seconds. I went ahead and flipped him off. I was tired of him talking trash all week, and he just hit me with a front kick that sent me to hell.
It was the most viewed fight at the time as well. Okay, cool. We are about to transition. Get ready. It is. Ready? You share. Well, Cody, you've got some big news for us.
Yeah. We have a huge card, as we already know, but there's a special stipulation that was mentioned at the beginning of the stream. Now that we have a whole 40 viewers in the chat out here enjoying aggro fighting, I'm going to go ahead and re-announce this. As we know, we have Bizbing, formerly Prime Bizbing, formerly Bizbing Bible. Now he's DJ Mikey B. We're not going to say that, though. Twitter doesn't want to know that. And then you have myself, who, you know, I got to be honest, I'm not great at the game, but I really do try. And again, I fight killers. This is going to be a career versus career match. And I don't know if you have any wrestling fans in here, WWE fans. This is a stipulation that's gone back through the annals of time. Shawn Michaels versus Ric Flair being the most prominent one. So if I win, Bisping has to leave aggro for good, and and vice versa for him. So this is going to be a huge, huge night. We have 3 title fights, and then basically for someone's retirement. So, I just wanted to re-announce that and make sure everybody sticks around to watch that fight. That's going to be insane.
Sorry, I've been laughing for 10 seconds just at the word anals. No, yeah, it is a seriously massive fight. It really is. Cody's a great fighter, and even though he's being a bit too modest on himself, saying he's not very good, he's had very good fights with some very good fighters, and he's only fought the best, like he's saying. Hey, beat Kane, who's a champion, so he's not that bad. Unless you're saying Kane is crap.
Yeah, I have a hard time handling those aggro nerves. And again, I did beat Kane, but we don't like to talk about that very much, do we, Kane?
I'll wear it loud and proud.
Yeah.
You beat me fair and square.
As they say about Cody, only 8 men have tried. Only 6 have succeeded. No, it will be a good fight. I'm looking forward to it. Bisping always has fireworks, and Cody, you say what you want about his performances, he always goes in there to give 100%. And I don't think he's been flash knocked out, because I think his character, like him, has a hell of a lot of heart.
No, I really appreciate the compliments. Yeah, this is going to be a crazy card here. And now we have up BOTG versus Sandman.
He looks like he's asleep. Guys, if Sandman's pulled out, I'll fight him. And I'll jump in.
I'll fight him. I'm on 170.
No, fuck off, Kane. Sorry, I didn't know if he was live. I'll take him right now. I've got the PlayStation on. No, drop the phone. I want to see him. He's face cam.
I want to see him. Jesus.
Kane, you've already beat him. Let me have a chance.
I don't think we fought, I don't think we fought. I believe we were scheduled to fight, and then it ended up being me and Bet pick for the belt.
Sadly, guys, we've got an announcement. We have had to move on because, as you can see down below, BJTG is upset. Look at him. He's got. We've had to move on. Sandman didn't show up. That's what happens. It's part and parcel. Obviously, life goes on. This is a return of You Big Tosser, somewhat relative to You Big Dosser. His last fight was a bit of a lackluster performance. He said afterwards he was a bit disappointed by it. It was against Dave Morbid. Was it? Yeah, it was against Morbid actually. I'm completely right. And he gave a really good fight, but he himself was very critical about it, and he took the loss very hard. We got Kingfisher. Am I hearing this right? Is he making his debut? He's making his debut. It's the 5th person to be making his debut. His long-awaited debut. He's been on the cards for a long while, and he's a higher level. Jesus, we could be seeing an absolute stud. You can see the worry in his beard. But yeah, this is.
I want to say distinguished, but then I realise I think he might be dressed up as a werewolf. So maybe not so distinguished.
Oh my gosh, he does have claws, doesn't he?
See?
I mean, come on, man. That's kind of intimidating. If you got to go
illegal,
against
surely.
Yeah, you can't be having claws out in the octagon. That right there, I'm not a big fan of. Something's got to be done about that. Aggro officials, they need to step in and try and figure out why we have claws.
Either shave the beard or get rid of the claws.
There you go. Yeah, just shave the beard, get rid of the claws. Dress up like a man. Is that Fisher who's a prestige?
They have readied. Yes, he's I believe that 74 ranked. My eyes doubt not betray me. So he is a high ranked player.
So he's 174 overall in this game.
Higher than me.
Yeah, no, that's level doesn't really say too much about how good you are at the game.
That is true.
But what it does say is, hey, I've dealt with all the cheese.
I've dealt with all the meta stuff, so there's nothing you can really throw at me that I really haven't seen. So this is going to be a crazy fight here.
After Christmas, you've seen obviously the new consoles, people getting Xbox, PlayStation 5, Xbox, whatever it is. And you've seen new players, so you'll see level 1s that have got this experience on the other console that are extremely good. And obviously, he's committed to this console.
Oh, that's some good head movement, but he does.
Good hits from Tosser at the start.
Starting out working the body and working the body in this game. Big Muay Thai trip there. Oh my goodness!
That was high.
Talk about head movement. Yeah, that's high level head movement there. That is impressive.
I couldn't get my words out.
You see it when it's Dosser. When it's a Dosser kind of fighter. I have a feeling they've been illegally sparring, but we can't comment on that. Oh, he stopped moving. I just made the comment.
Big overhand there.
To be fair, he's swinging wild. 3 hooks at once. The old Chad special. Oh, that's a good kick. Rockin'. Body kick there. Oh,
he slips out of the way of that spinning back kick. And that leaves you... Yeah, that leaves you in so much... Oh, he's just doing a very good job of head movement there.
That's nice. Tosser's
whittling down the guard with a 1-2.
Oh, he goes for the takedown. He pulls guard. Is he going to sweep the top now? Oh my gosh. That is so impressive, yeah.
You don't see that often in aggro, I tell you. I've actually forgot how you do that. So I'll tell you, that is very impressive.
Let's see how Fisher does. I'll see how Fisher does holding this position, because right now he's a very dominant wrestler so far. So
this is where Tosser lost against Dave from Morbid from my memory. Is he got to his back and he panics a little bit. And as good as he looks on the feet, if he hasn't addressed those concerns in his time off, then we could be seeing an easy win for King Fisher.
Looks like Fisher desperately wants that side control. He can't seem to stop it. He's done the same transition 3 times, so hopefully that doesn't become an issue there as he tries to block that transition. Ooh, fakes full guard.
Oh,
he takes his back. Oh my god!
Also with a big reversal into full guard now with Kingfisher reversing it.
That's very interesting as well to go into full guard yourself.
And a nice get up. This
Good
is an even fight. Very even fight.
Fisher very well could have swept to half guard there. I wonder why he didn't, since he initiated the takedown.
I think
and the 1-2.
Oh, well, this is a shock. Oh!
The lead uppercut hits.
This is impressive. He's looking so improved. He's doing his
big body shot there.
Fisher isn't blocking his body, guys.
Oh, he drops down right into that spinning back kick. He's got to be careful with that. If that makes contact with the head, that could be a flash. Huge lead uppercut.
Oh, just.
Oh my gosh! He hits him with the counter.
If you're Tosser, you've got to run away because I think he's won this round.
Yeah, with that late rock there, I still think Tosser wins that round.
It was close. Yeah, they're showing these clips. Oh no, they're showing a Kingfisher clip. Showing respect in between rounds. They're shouting respect from across the cage. My voice went then.
What a fight so far.
What a
yeah. I'd like to see if Fisher goes back down for the takedown, because right there it seems like he's at a very, very strong advantage if he attempts to take him down. So we'll see if he comes back at it. He's really favoring that spinning back kick, though.
I think he needs to continue with it. Tosser's not blocking his body.
I think that the body work from Tosser is really changing up the fight as well. Because if you look at Kingfisher's health for the body, it is slowly drop-in. If anything, it's lower than his head health. So
if I'm Tosser,
against the knock.
If I'm Tosser, I'm faking with a lead hook and then going straight to that body because I think you need to take that body out. His head health is really high. His body.
You can see that Fisher's really hoping to intercept Tosser with an uppercut when he comes down for that body shot.
Well, this does show Fisher is hittable though. He doesn't block many shots. He doesn't get.
Oh, the nice knees in the clinch.
He's very pressure fighter, but he gets hit a lot. That is a worry for his aggro career going forward. But perhaps it's just nerves again.
Yeah, he's desperately trying to intercept his body shots with an uppercut, but it doesn't look like he's going to be able to do it. I think Tosser's slick to his game.
Body kick there. Tosser is just with those little body kicks. They add up over time.
Oh, yeah. You got to know, a lot of the top ESFL players, they do this thing called body tickling. That's what they do, and they do a very good job at it. Tosser's doing a good job of just peppering that body and eventually going to drop down that long-term stamina.
Give us explain a bit more in depth about body tickling for everyone on the stream.
Okay, yeah. So body tickle. Yeah, it's called tickling the body. So essentially, what you're doing, you're not going out there and you're leaving your head
big
wide
takedown.
open for an uppercut. You're going down
Sorry.
there and you're attempting to just pepper the body. Make sure the body health is low. By round 3, you start really working. You're going low and then going high counters. You go in for your big switch kicks to the body, and eventually all that body damage that you do in the first 2 rounds really pays off.
Oh, well, armbar.
Going for an armbar.
Week before.
And his stamina is relatively low as well.
Fish,
to
be honest, Fish has collapsed a little bit. At the start, he was properly getting him, but he could be on the comeback now. Tosser's panicking a little bit. On the first comeback, there might be a bit nervous.
The thing is, man, the top mount armbar is very strong, so he has the chance. As long as he can get down to his back like he's about to be, that defense bar goes down a lot slower. Here it is. He looks like he's going to be able to get out, though, this time. He's got his back to the ground.
I don't think he's getting out. He's panicking.
He got out. He broke his arm.
He broke his arm.
He broke his arm. Oh, my God. See, that's the thing with that. With that top mount armbar, it is very dominant. If you can get your back to the ground, man, that's where it becomes very difficult to get out of that.
And you've got to be disappointed coming off this from Tosser, because he was definitely winning the first round and even winning the exchanges into the second. It was that one takedown that changed the aspect of the whole fight. So well played to Kingfisher, but
this has been said time and time again with Tosser. He just has to work on his ground game. I mean, that's something that you just can't ignore. You cannot ignore your ground game, man. Like, that's something you got to work on. And I appreciate Tosser for coming out and trying to put on a show, but I think with that 174 level, and Fisher just really showed, hey, I know this game a little better than you do. I know that top mount armbar is something to go to. Even if you don't have crazy low stamina, it's always going to get the job done if you have any clue what you're doing. So big win there for his debut there. That's very impressive to come out there and handle it against somebody who is an aggro professional like he is.
You've got to he's quit the game already, but you've got to give respect there for Kingfisher for getting the finish, because obviously when you do the submission, if you do submissions a lot, sometimes you'll abandon the submission early and give up on it completely when it's not going well at the start, because you don't want to end up in an advantageous position for your opponent. Kingfisher stuck with that, and Tosser, I mean, it's got to be said that his head went, because he was halfway through, halfway ahead, and Fisher really wasn't doing that much, and then he just started to panic and he was swaying all over the place. His movement became predictable, and I think he just panicked there, and it was such a tight submission. You've got to be really kicking yourself there, because when you get caught with a submission, you just get completely outclassed. I think you kind of accept it better, because then you just go, okay, I wasn't good enough. But in that one, I think he was good enough to get out. I just think ultimately he panicked under the pressure.
Seems to be a common occurrence now in aggro that we're seeing high-level guys get pieced up. I think we saw it, I believe, with Seb last time he fought. He was getting pieced up. His legs were beaten, but he took the gentleman down and subbed him with an arm triangle. We've seen it again. Kingfisher was getting beat up on the feet. We did see him get rocked several times, and then he takes him down with ease, submits him. So it's interesting to see, because we're seeing these high level gentlemen get pieced up on the feet, but when it comes to the ground, it's like a whole different level. So it'd be interesting to see how that plays out later in the career.
Yeah, look, at the end of the day, when you're getting rocked on the feet and your game plan is to strike, which I think it was for Kingfisher. But yeah, when you are getting pieced up on the feet, you've got to have the experience, which I think he showed well, to take someone down to the floor and just go in an extra gear. But yeah, we have a promo right coming at you now.
refuse to watch anything that's not got grappling in it because I am an affliction king.
We are back, as they say. Right. Yep. We
And
just
right
waiting on
here-
the stream.
We have the second to last prelim before we get to our featured prelim. This is going to be a very interesting matchup here, and I know I keep harkening, but man, all these matchups have been so interesting. You're going to get to see Ben's MMA go against Nick. Nick is a part of Agro Management. He's a very, very good manager. Hasn't had a very good career fighting in Agro. No disrespect to Nick. He's 1-7, but again, similar to the guy we didn't really get a chance to see. Similar to the guy we didn't really get a chance to see, BOTG, he fights a lot of high competition. So we'll see if he can try and find a way to figure this out. I believe Ben's MMA is 0-1. He's going to try and keep the fight on the feet. He's not a very great grappler from all the notes that we have. So, and again, that's Nick's style as well. He finds a way to keep the fight up. You know, I could see this being a very, very solid matchup.
Which will be a great analysis for the. This will be a great analysis for our next fight. As of now, we have Yair Rodriguez versus Rohan. This will be a great fight.
Yeah, and again, I was talking about the upcoming featured prelim. But yeah, Yair Stan versus Rowan. This is going to be Rowan's debut. And again, we've had nothing but debuts, it seems, as though this early on in the prelim. So, you know, Yair Stan, formerly JB, he's known to be a very solid player. His record doesn't necessarily show how good he is. But you know, in all honesty, he's had a very lackluster career in Agro. But you got to appreciate the guys who come out there every Saturday saying, "Hey, put my name in the hat. I want to get picked. I want to go out there and fight." You know, I have a lot of respect for somebody that'll do that and say, "Hey, look, I don't care if I win, lose, or draw. I want to put on entertaining matchups," which he always does, and I want to go out there and strut my stuff. So I got a lot of appreciation for a guy like that.
Yeah, you've got to say that. This is going to be an absolute slog knocker.
And we've been treated so well over the last few cards and in the last few fights on this prelim. We've had a lot of debuts, and we've seen a lot of people come in and really shake up their respective division. You know, there's a lot going on here. You know, if you're very lucky to be a part of the stream, because this is really going to decide Agro's future. These debuts coming in.
And even the debuts that we see that have lost, their stock has still increased. So it's not like the new blood that we're pumping into Agro is getting forgotten about as soon as they lose. The stock is increasing. Management don't forget these big fights. They don't forget the gritty performances that you put in. So it really shows a testament to these the young bloods' heart and their determination to get to where they want to be, which is no doubt at the top, the very tippity top.
And that too, that's another thing I'm going to go ahead and just give us a DAP for Agro in general. I think we do a very good job of not necessarily burying anybody. We don't bury people. You know, if you come in here and you lose 3 in a row, it's not one of those things where you're going to be kicked out of the organization. No, it's going to be, hey, you know, I want to put you on and we want to help you improve by staying in this organization and improving yourself. That's one thing Agro has consistently been top notch at, is saying, hey, buddy, we're going to keep you in. You're going to continue to improve upon us. And, you know, we've invested. Look at Kane, you know, the person that's in commentary right now. He started out horrible. You know, no disrespect to him. I mean, he lost to me. 100%. He lost to me, guys. I'm not that good at this game. I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I'm relatively horrible at this game. But you know what we did? We didn't give up on him. And now he's a champion for it. And I got a lot of appreciation for the management team who says, hey, look, we're going to continue to develop fighters. We're going to continue to increase potential of these fighters. And, yeah, I got a lot of respect for them. They do a very good job.
Thank you, James, for the sub. And thank you, Beer. Thank you, Kane, for the sub. And you have a weird accent, Jamie. I can't. You don't speak Northern. Right. And Kane for the follow. I could say that to you personally.
I think I wanted to add just on top of that before we were speaking about the Agro is they do tend to favour the homegrown fighters. Even if you see the new people, for example, Kingfisher, high level, very high props coming into the thing, but they don't give them a title shot straight away. They don't feed them to the top lines. They still go through the same process, and it's it's nice to see that everyone is still treated fairly, providing the experience if you've got none or got a ton. So it's
Yeah, and another thing where you were saying too is like similarly to how the UFC and Dana White like to run their organization. Hey, we like people who want to fight, who want to put the Agro brand on their back and say, hey, look, win, lose, or draw, I'm coming out there and I'm going to give you a solid 15 to 25 minutes. That's what's so good about Agro. We can notice talent and we notice people who want to compete. And yeah, like you said, we've had some lopsided matchups in the past, but that's just because these new guys come in and say, "Hey, look, I don't care who I'm fighting."
I fought that guy on earlier.
Yeah, so we're gonna see how this one goes, man. I again, another debut, so I got a lot of high hopes for this.
I'm sure I've seen that calf online. I think, from my memory, he's a very good player.
Rohan with the record so far, an Agro record of 0-0, facing formerly known as JB, who has boasted a record of 2-8. Again, his record doesn't really attest to his ability, as he has fought some absolute killers in the Xbox 145 division.
He has indeed. And this will be an absolute scrap. But we could just add another contender to Xbox 145 if Rohan does a good performance, or JB himself. That's one more to the list.
It only takes one big fight to make your name an Agro, and then you can be asked to step in on a last minute fight. Sorry, it can change the game, or you can ask to be a championship fight. So it's really good for these debutants to get the big fights in early and make really big statements. Win or lose, win or lose.
Very, very true. Very, very, very true. Mr. Joker on the left.
Oh, and he fakes the touch of real Joker style.
I love it. I love that kind of shithousery. Oh, and he fakes I think that was a fake takedown. But he did that. It's one of those where you throw it to kind of put your opponent on edge.
Ooh, he whiffs the overhand right.
Oh, he loves that kick, and it's doing well for him. He's doing wonders for his body. Damage that body. We've seen that employed a lot tonight and recently.
That's what they call body tickling.
It's a nice kick to the body. Oh, we got a takedown from
Joker,
he's doing it. And he gets the high crotch.
Joker, and he slams him to the floor. We've not seen a lot of defenses from side control tonight. Oh, and he's flipped him.
As we say that, he slips in side control.
Indeed. And he, again, didn't block the transition. I love a side control today in Aggro. That's a bit of a shame not to block there. And a good get up from the Joker there.
That's a nice straight right.
You don't want to put them off. It's a very tense fight there because a lot of damage has been done already early to the body, and they're swinging a lot and they're missing a lot. To be fair to them, but it's just setting up strikes.
The Joker is
Superman punch there.
No,
that's not PC.
Oh, he flicks him off. Oh my gosh, the disrespect there.
Guys, we have to apologise for that on stream because a lot of things were said tonight.
What did DC? Hey, son, you need to watch your mouth.
Nick Diaz style. He is mentally ill, in all fairness. Oh, and he's throwing back that spin kick. To be fair, you might get some success out of that. Again, he's going straight for the body. Oh, very good overhand. Overhand, he's been feinting that a lot. He's been throwing it a lot. Joker's got his hands low a lot of the time.
He's picking his shots very well. Joker seems to just be peppering at a time, whereas the gentleman on the right seems to be going further. Oh, and a big head kick lands. Joker goes
not very good takedown defense, and he slammed him again. I think that if you're the Joker now, 2 for 2 on takedowns, you've got to be feeling yourself.
Are we sure JB is 2-8 because he's coming out here like Sean O'Malley, being mentally undefeated? He's going out here and doing a very good job of dictating the way this action.
This is dangerous. His block's gone completely.
These are big shots.
If he pushes up again, it's over. If he pushes up again, it's over. How are you not pushing up again?
It gets into full guard.
That's a good decision to make.
Great decision from the guy on the bottom, JB. Rohan.
Yeah, we got the Joker as JB.
Yes,
Sean
yeah,
O'Malley,
you're correct.
mentally undefeated guy there. Wow, he came out there and said, "Hey, look, I know my record's not very good, but you know what? I'm going to come out there and I'm going to put this guy debuting down." And so far, that's a pretty lopsided matchup. We'll see if we'll see.
Yeah.
But it could just be the first fight aggro jitters that you get. You know, for the first round for Rohan. Sorry, it is his debut, like we said. It is JB's umpteenth fight. He's had many fights. He's used to this, but Rohan isn't. So we could see a resurgence for him in the second and third round once he's got over those jitters.
Yeah, and that is something that unfortunately is all too true. We have aggro jitters. People do get nervous before their fights. But the question is that long-term damage to his head going to hinder him making any kind of comeback? As you see so often in high-ranked matches, that's typically how it works. We're going to see if you can put it together. This would be a very impressive comeback if you can pull it off.
It really will be. I mean, you've got to be scared going into if your debut is against the Joker, and he's putting on a performance like this against you. You are going to be a bit. That's what I said earlier. The overhand. It's dangerous.
Oh, he misses
only
the
landed
upkick.
15 strikes.
Oh, that's some good head.
Oh, he's got his back.
Submission.
No way.
Oh, and he's got the sub. He's low stamina for the Joker.
He's going to get him. He's going to get him.
If he
that rear naked choke.
Oh, his offense isn't bad.
But it's not good either.
Even if he doesn't get this choke.
Armbar straight away.
He needs to chain these submissions. Or get up at this point. Get up, rinse his body.
Backside, and then backside, then posture up. Backside, then posture up straight away. Oh, you've let him recover. This is immense. Jesus Christ. Yeah.
Even if he doesn't get anything going right here, he's shown, hey, buddy, I know what I'm doing on the ground.
Yeah.
You got to be careful with me.
I think JB with a bit of complacency there.
And here's that 50-50 position, backside on the clinch. A lot of high-level fighters, including myself, really want this patch. That 50-50 that 50-50 option back there it's so difficult to decide because either you're getting my gosh.
That overhand. It's that overhand I've been saying.
Unfortunately, huge overhand though.
He needs to be careful. He's sort of letting his emotions get to the best of him at the minute. You can see he's really rushing in with these power shots.
Yeah, JB.
More careful.
How does that knee not make contact?
Oh, that knee.
That was close. As a wrestler,
that very well.
Nice sprawl.
No, that very well could have been the end of the fight there if tracking would have saved him there, but it doesn't look.
I think the fight's over.
This is ball game. All said and done here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame to go like that after a great fight, but that was tremendous. We had a second there where we thought this is over, and he's about to sub the joke.
And that's what's so good about aggro fighting, though, man. Even when you seem down and out, you've always got that opportunity to say, hey, I'm going to make the greatest comeback in history right here. And unfortunately, maybe that'd be something he could work on, his submission defense with the choke subs. You know, a lot of people think that should be patched in order to give the actual choker a better chance at getting the submission. But, you know, hey, you got to give it to the Joker. You got to give it to JB. Came out there and got handled the business that he needed to have handled. And we're going to move on to the feature prelim. My goodness, what a card. We still have so much action-packed just fights that are about to happen, man. I this is such a spoiled treat we're having here.
We're about to have an ad break. We'll see you on the flip.
Official sponsors of Aggro.
Thanks. This is actually good. Really?
Hey, how am I doing? Am I dominating too much? Should I stop talking so much?
No.
You are good, to be fair. You are doing well. Me and you should try and get Kane in it a bit more. I feel like we're both kind of domineering a bit. It happens in combos.
It's a bit more natural. If you start trying to force me, I will freak out.
Okay.
Now,
Yeah, just
yeah. To be fair, what I need to start doing, if you guys start to make notes, then I need to start stepping up my game and doing notes a bit, so I've got a bit more to talk about. Yeah.
Want me to send you some of the notes I've got? I can do that quickly. Hold on. I can send messages now, thank God.
Because I've got all the records.
Cody, you can do this.
And we're back. We've got the featured prelim, Nick Mayola. He is a management legend, a record versus Ben. Nick's record doesn't really show his ability. Again, 1-7. But it is a good fight. We got another fight against Ben, which is at 0-1. So an interesting fight for both. Both maybe can get back on the winning turf as opposed to losing. Again, anything can happen, as we've seen. We've seen some big upsets tonight. So anything is to play here in the next feature prelim.
Exactly right. I see that exactly the same. Nick, he's had extremely good performances. Every one of his wins, he's looked absolutely dominant against good fighters. It's just never got a few. He's never got a win streak going. It's really been unlucky for him. And against this opponent, if you've got to hope that Nick steps his game up and finally gets some consistency and actually makes a run at that aggro title, because Ben's he is new to the game. He's self-admitted, but he played UFC 3 quite a bit. So he should have at least a lot of skill. And in his last fight on the feet, he looked very nice. We've just got to see whether Nick can keep the pace. Maybe Nick even comes out and for the first time ever wrestles someone. We don't know this. We don't know. But they are getting ready to start at this moment. Cody, any thoughts?
Oh yeah, I mean this is the featured prelim. You know, there's a reason this fight is where it is. This is aggro management saying, hey, look, I'm still here. I'm still here to contend. I got a lot of high hope for this matchup.
As do I. As do I. Yeah. What are your predictions, boys, going into it?
I honestly don't know. It could be anyone's fight. We've seen a lot from Nick before. We've only seen one fight from Ben when it was a loss, but we've seen a lot from Nick where he has dominated, but been unfortunate to get caught in a sub, maybe a knockout. But I think it's definitely an interesting fight. I can't really put my finger on. I think it's anyone's game, to be quite frank.
Yeah, I agree, to be honest. I'm going to put it out there. I'm going to slam it down on the table like that Italian man. Uno reverse card. I've got Nick by submission, second round. But it's going to be a slobber knocker until there. Straight off with an elbow. You don't see that often.
We've got Nick in the black and gold, and then we've got Ben in the red and yellow neon.
Yeah, I really, really like him to come out there and make a play. And say, hey, look, I'm still in the business as a manager, but I'm also still in the business as being a top fighter.
Oh, the switch kick lands. Nick's getting caught.
Big jumping switch kick.
Oh, that's some good head movement from Nick. Really showing his veteran skills there.
No, that's the thing. When Nick loses, he always shows incredible poise in his losses. So none of his losses have been incredibly on one-sided. Nick goes for an early takedown.
Off some feints, off some beautiful feints. He feigned the jab, then he feigned the leg kick. It was really nice to see.
Oh, and he blocks the reversal. Wow.
Okay, showing some.
Oh, we've got an armbar. You could be right, Chad.
It's a bit early for when I predicted. Escape's doing. He's panicking slightly, but I think Nick should really get this submission.
Yeah,
I don't. He's not. I've not really. I don't think. Mystic Nick has called this round 1 sub. I mean, Ben's obviously. I don't think he's as much trained on the grappling as he. Yeah, I think this fight's well over.
All over.
Very impressive there.
Lack of wasn't there not lack? I think there was a discrepancy in skill there, but Nick did everything you have to do in that performance.
No, hey, a win is a win in my opinion. That was awesome to see him come out there and say, hey, look, regardless of the competition level, I'm going to come out here and I'm going to handle business. That's just period. He came out there and got the job done, period.
We always see there's always potential for upsets when you're fighting in aggro, nerves, everything gets in it. And Nick has been a shaky kind of character when it comes to win, trades a loss. To get a win here, it can maybe go to something that make it even a big win streak in the future. That was hardly English. It could lead to a big win streak. There you are. Wait, are we on the? This is the main card.
Yeah, in the main card, ladies and gentlemen. The main card.
Yeah.
Go on.
2-1. 2-1. Yanwei Bear. He's looked impeccable in his performances. He just runs straight across the cage. Don't be surprised if he rushes across that cage and tries straight away for a double leg, because that has been true to form of what Yanwei Bear does. He's number 2 ranked at Xbox 170, and he's only actually lost to Alexio, who is a former contender for the for Aussie Strap, nearly a 2-time contender.
But he really did find his groove, and he started to slowly light up, then on the feet, and then that takedown straight into the sub was beautiful, absolutely beautiful.
No, yeah, I mean that right there is about as dominant as a win you could possibly get. Going saying, "Hey, look, buddy, I'm just going to show that I'm better than you, and I'm going to do it to your face. Nothing you can do about it." Yep, very impressive win.
All right.
I guess we're not going to go with the interview.
Yeah,
it's not happening. Okay, straight into this main card.
We've had all bangers so far, ladies and gentlemen. Some good performances from returning and debuting fighters. It's all to play here.
And again, to reiterate your point about debut fighters, this is also a debut.
One good fight. I can't speak. Sorry. One good shot for could mean he takes Bear Yahweh's position. So in the expert rankings.
Yanwei, he rushes across the cage. He is a extremely aggressive fighter that favours 3-round contests, and I wouldn't be surprised if he rushes across the cage now. Straight for a takedown, do you think?
He goes for leg kick, trading leg kicks.
Trading leg kicks. Okay, I was wrong. My estimations can always be correct. They're showing another evolution as a fighter by landing a few hooks and uppercuts.
And Bobber came in and said, "Hey, look, I know this is my debut, but I'm stealing this spotlight and I'm going straight to the main card." But it looks like Bear Yahweh is coming out just being very aggressive. I like to see that out of him. Utilizing some of that pressure boxing. Misses the switch kick to the body.
It's very rare that you come straight onto aggro and you straight onto a main card, so it could even just add to that aggro pressure. You don't even know it's going to come. My first aggro fight, I went into it, I was drunk, but I went into, there you go, there's a takedown to Bear, but I went into it not worried at all, and then listen, it just hits you. Perhaps that comes in now, and it's even bigger in a main card event.
He had that side saddle, but opted to get off of it. I mean, right now, that's one of the most dominant positions in UFC 4. I wonder why he opted to get out of it. Maybe he's showing, hey, I'm not that comfortable on the ground.
Perhaps he's that's a very good sign for Bear, who was a wrestler before to that. I don't remember what class he particularly took, but he is a wrestler. He naturally is a wrestler. So maybe he's actually watched his tape on Bear and knows, hey, look, Bear could flip me here. I'm not going to, and a leg rock. First one tonight. They switched
legs. Right back to starting to pick apart the other leg.
Switch right legs.
Traded from both gentlemen. They have been landing, but at the minute, more damage is coming from the fire on the right. This is interesting. Oh, and the ankle kick gets him a nice reverse.
Beautiful scramble there for Bear. That late denial scramble, getting back to his feet. That was good play there.
Nice head movement.
And I make the charger in time. Yeah, he is. He actually used to be dressed as a bear, but I think you probably told him not to. Good kick there to keep distance. Bear's body's done. You seen Bear's body? Not Bear.
Bobber. Yeah, he's working his body very well. He's utilizing that belly tickling offense where it's like, hey, I'm not going straight to the crazy sides hooks. I'm just slowly going to pick your body apart, and eventually the stamina. I mean, just look at Bobber's long-term stamina. It's definitely starting to wear down for the amount of time in the fight.
Bear is picking him apart. This could be performance of the night, I think.
Oh my god!
Yeah, he's hurting his body. He's hurting his legs. He's doing a very good job of saying, "Hey, I'm dominant here. I'm the alpha male. You're gonna sit here and you're gonna bend to my will."
I do think that this is so far performance of the night because he is a wrestler turned striker in this fight. He's not even. I think he's not even attempted to take down, and he's taunting now. And his legs again.
Goes for the body, goes up to the top.
You hate to have a debut against someone ranked number 2.
My
you hate to have a debut.
Yeah.
You hate
that
to
was
have it
just
against...
a dominant display there.
Well, Bear's ranked number 2 for a reason. Let's be honest.
Yep.
He's only lost to the best of the best in Alexia. TG is gifted how many subs? He's given Juan sub, as they say. Thank you.
Hook, uppercut, body hook, straight.
Oh, I missed the action.
Hook.
Like Dan Hardy with that
Oh
joking
my
buckle.
gosh. Jab, rear uppercut. He's working the legs. He's turning into the... Is this the most improved fight we've seen in a long time? This guy going from a straight grappler to a pressure boxer?
It is looking impressive so far. Yeah, he's
an
definitely
ill-advised head kick there.
If he finishes this without a rock or a knock, he's definitely performs the night.
Yeah, this is the... he's going for the takedown, and we
he's
both
almost
know.
get Bear down.
Oh, he knows how to deny. At least we've seen one denial out of him. Let's see if he can continue denying and try and work the ground game. He did a lot of damage to Bear there.
Perhaps Bear's not blocking any chances. Perhaps Bear's not been practicing his stand-up, his ground game, and he's just been practicing stand-up.
That's some good posturing up from there.
He's got the gilly.
He just opted to do the get-up.
If you're bobbers, you're jumping straight back for takedowns again, I think, because it looks like he's got no path to victory on the field. But it looks like very much he's a bit... Yeah, exactly, as I was saying.
Another takedown.
No defense there from Yanwei Bear for the takedown.
He's going for that right underground hook. I don't understand. Oh, that's what he was saying.
This is it, I think. I think that might be what he was attempting. There you go.
Yep,
this is the rear naked choke.
Rear naked choke. This could be it.
Time to work.
He's overpowered. He can't be saved by the clock. His escape's doing well, though.
No, he's doing a proper job with his submission choke defense. He gets the chain.
He jumps the armbar.
Wow. Good submission defense there. He gets the sprawl. Working the body a little bit. Body tickling.
Well, I think you know right now, if you're BB, you've lost these 2 rounds. You need a finish. So if I was him, straight back to the floor, you've got a
big head kick. That head kick didn't do a lot of damage for some reason. Perhaps he wasn't in the right position, but it looked like he got the shin to the neck.
He was a bit close. It was a bit close, I think, but...
Going for that lead head kick.
You've got to go take that. Bear's not blocking down. Great head movement.
Good head movement there. Yeah. No, that was impressive head movement.
Start defending his legs. His legs are really beat up. And he's just getting his head. Oh, that's a nice knee.
Those legs are destroyed. He needs to start blocking these. Right at the back. He's still got a lot of stamina.
He checked that leg kick.
Even when you check a leg kick.
Yeah.
He's just going to wait until the next round now because he doesn't want to get him to the floor.
And Bear showing absolutely no respect to his opponent, flexing over him after he dropped him with a checked leg kick. Yeah, I mean, is this guy dangerous or what?
I don't know what to say, but beyond impressive. He's taking a bit of damage to the face, though, you can see.
It'd be interesting to see if now in the 3rd round Bear starts switching the leg kicks and going up a high with the head kick. Now that he's got a lot of things, he's almost destroyed both legs almost, and he runs across.
Oh my god!
That is it. This is not
leg
nice.
kick drops him,
and
he's saying, "Come into my guard." Barry always says, "No way." Goes in for the clinch.
Beautiful knees in the clinch.
Got to be careful with that stamina.
Good take. Again, Bear doesn't block takedowns, really.
I mean, he is he doing the single leg bail? Is he not going to take advantage about how overpowered that is? Whoa!
Needs to get out of there. Needs to get out of there. This fight's going to finish.
That's smart.
120 strikes to 454.
Oh my gosh! 1, 2.
These combinations are beautiful.
Hook, yeah, he's putting together a spectacle. Huge rear uppercut.
I think you have to ask. There's got to be questions about. He's rocked his leg. I think there's got to be a question.
Get a little bit of a leg rock there. Maybe he can try and put something together and follow up with some momentum. Big head kick
in the head.
Body tickling. He body rocks him.
Winding him up. He's just picking. He's
So-
doing.
Oh my
he's doing
God.
his stats.
And he flicks him off. This guy is an absolute madman. Super dangerous fighter
I thought he was
here.
about to call him an asshole. Yeah. No, this is just one-sided beatdown.
Oh my gosh. He's flexing on his face while he's rocked him with a huge overhand.
This
He's
is
really
just
playing with his food at this point.
Yeah,
This
but
is-
the thing is, these flash
He knocks his
knockouts,
next
you've
one.
got to be careful trying to play with your food. You've got to be careful. We've seen it
he
time and
won't be
time
doing
again.
this
Someone...
certainly. With Ozzy.
Oh my gosh, man, this is
It's a lot of
embarrassing.
damage.
I think this is hard to watch. I think this is like Tony Ferguson versus Justin. You love the
Yeah,
fact
can
that
we
he's-
please stop this fight? I mean, this is
Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
That's a brutal knockout as well. That is
finishes him
unbelievable. He
off
looks
with
incredible.
Really just
with the
playing
jab
with his
rear uppercut. Oh my
Well, that's
goodness.
Bear's best fight, definitely.
What a resurgence! Going from a wrestler to a well-versed striker, throwing 2, 3, 4 strikes at a time, really mixing it up, going to the legs, the body, the head. Really fantastic performance.
So I got to ask the question though. Is Bobber just not good, or is Barry Yahweh just that good? Because he was able to incorporate pressure boxing, and he looked not necessarily pedestrian on the ground either. And we know he's a wrestler. Barry
Yeah,
Yahweh's
didn't-
put together some
that was-
incredible performances.
From my memory of watching Youngway Bear or Bear Youngway, that is his best performance. Clearly, I didn't think he was as good as that in his last fights. He didn't. He kind of scraped to me. They weren't dominant performances. He won them, but he won all the rounds, but they weren't as dominant as that. And he's just shown another level. But this is interview time. He's looked incredible today.
Take it away.
Is Bear Youngway? How do you feel about that performance?
It was too easy.
Whoa.
No respect for your opponent, then. You
I don't give
no
a fuck
respect for his
about it.
abilities.
All I want to fight is Myron or Aussie. They're both bitches and they keep ducking. Tell them to stop pointing out the fights and fight up, bro. I'm gonna fuck them both up. They're both faggots.
How do you?
Oh my God! Wow, that was
Oh, he left. Okay.
not necessarily family friendly. Okay, well that
We
shows a lot
apologise
about
for the
his
use.
character.
We apologise for the use of the word, obviously.
Yeah, I
yes,
believe he was
but-
talking about the cigarettes, so I don't think
Yes,
he was.
of course.
Yeah,
Yes.
he said they both abuse tobacco, so that's normal. What he said probably wasn't what we thought. Yeah, I would have liked to ask the guy a little some more questions, being the first fight in the main card, but very impressive performance, and I guess he said what he had to say to try and get that fight happening.
Charles Tyler-esque. You've got to give the man credit. I mean, it's going to be remembered, certainly.
Yeah.
You won't forget that kind of S-word talk. Well, mute us.
Chat really going in on Bear.
Really for saying the F-word. Oh,
Legend,
shit.
not Legend Fox saying I would destroy the Bear, dude. Interesting, getting call outs now.
That's
from
Aussie.
viewers.
That's Aussie. I believe that's
Nightmare.
Aussie.
What on God's green earth?
I will destroy this bear, I swear. That rhymes! I like that. Sorry.
Yeah,
like
as much as I've been, are we live again, guys?
Oh, hello!
Yeah.
We're live again. Sorry.
As much as I've been a fan of trash talking, you know, in the way that Bear obviously was just a little overmatched in that fight with all the taunting and whatnot. I gotta say, he did kind of paint himself as a complete asshole.
You've got to be
that
a
just
heel
me?
sometimes, Cody. That's
Yeah.
what I do in the chat. You've got to be a heel. Sometimes to get what you want, to get that title shot, you've got to be the biggest bad guy in aggro. And I did it. To be fair, if you remember me at the start of aggro, you weren't there. Kane probably was. I was constantly on at Palestine Adesanya. I was constantly calling him out, saying names. I wasn't quite in the way he did, but I mean, you've always got to go one up, don't you? You've got to, if you never, what is it? If you never go far, no, sorry, if you never go too far, you never go far enough. As the great
I don't know if my eyes deceive me, but do we have Jamie versus Carl? I guess Carl made a step in.
Indeed, we do.
Oh my gosh, the people's champion in Carl. Wow, that is going to be a fun fight. Carl is a high volume striker. He's not very well versed on the ground. But I tell you what, if you try and toy around with Carl, he's going to put you on your back a couple times. We saw that whenever Jamie was in the exhibition. This match is almost somewhat of a rematch. In that exhibition tournament, Carl dropped Jamie a couple times. So this is going to be an interesting matchup. I gotta say, Jamie will probably do the smart thing and just take him down and just start working his submissions and his ground game. But if Carl can find a way to press L2 and R2 and keep the game on the feet, man, this could be an interesting matchup.
Let's not forget, Jamie's stepping off an 8-week layoff. Well, I'm guessing Carl's been very active. So are we going to see?
No, Carl is always active.
Yeah, exactly. So we're going to see Carl, an active fighter, take on Jamie coming off 8 weeks layoff. Are we going to see ring
Absolutely.
rust, as mentioned at the start of the show? Ring rust.
And something that we've seen in this card, you get those, what they call them, aggro nerves. People get nervous in this fight. And this is a must win. Let's not shy away from what Jamie has on his plate as well. Jamie's a great fighter, but this is a must win for him. If he doesn't come out here and just, in my opinion, completely dismantle Carl, it's a loss for him. And I know I'm putting a lot of pressure on Jamie, but I mean, I think we can all here call a spade a spade. He's got to go out there and handle business and do it in convincing fashion.
Yeah, that's completely right. And as we ready up now, we've seen 3-0 to Jamie. Jamie's three wins up against Carl. That says a lot.
They must have met and ranked or something like that. I know Carl's pretty high up there.
Yeah, you can't spar, so yeah, it must have been. But yeah. Yeah, oh no, it was in a tournament. Yes, one was in a tournament. They must have had two on spot, of course. And they don't touch gloves. No. Oh, he went to fake the touch. Carl, Interesting. He's got a fun fact to this. Jamie has a tattoo that the Super Chat has. We went to the same place.
What happened there?
Oh, a takedown using your head.
Oh, that's a
and
good
it looks like Carl's on his back. Mr. Ironheart and Frank.
That was Carl's game plan to avoid the takedown as much as possible, but it looked like Jamie gets the sprawl.
Interesting decision there. But this is just giving Jamie his chance to get the Peruvian nectar. He loves.
Oh man,
he didn't go for it.
Is he going for the bulldog choke? Oh, he opts to not go for the bulldog choke, the choke that made him famous.
The choke that he beat former 145 champion Eddie Murphy. I always get that wrong. With all those eons ago. What is that?
Oh my gosh! What is that?
He's been saying it before. He said to me before, the half guard knee bar is overpowered, and he's proven it now. He's got him. I'll tell you now, he's got him. Jamie doesn't let these.
That looks to be ball game, boys. Wow,
that is it. That is unbelievable.
Oh, look at that. We said.
Oh, you'd love to see. That's probably the best sub in aggro history.
Kane, how does that look, man? How does that look? What do you think about that?
I don't like it. I'm not gonna lie to you. It makes me scared. Anything with knees, anything like that. Whether it would be a knee bar, whether it be, even like an ankle lock or even a toe hold, anything like that makes me nervous because there's so many smaller bones that you can break that play such a pivotal role. So I hope Carl's okay, but it was definitely a beautiful performance from Jamie. Coming off an 8-week no ring rust at all.
100%. Yeah, Jamie came out there and just got the freaking job done. That was utterly impressive.
It's a bit of a shame it wasn't with Baker because obviously of the rankings when it comes down to it, and you have you have Carl 8th in the rankings, whereas he could have had Baker, who had actually in his last fight fought for a title. Yeah, in his last fight fought for a title against me. Yeah, we actually, obviously, we have the interview. It's the man himself, Mr. AGRO29. How are you feeling
boys.
after that? Yeah, it's nice to finally speak to you today. How you been?
Well, I was talking to Nick, obviously, a good friend of mine. He wanted the sub on the night, so I had to turn it up. He got a decent armbar, but I thought I've got to show a sub that's never been seen in aggro. So there you go, half guard knee bar.
It looked tremendous. Was that your plan? Because we was immediately thinking you was going for a bulldog choke.
Yeah.
Did you go into that fight picking your submission?
I heard you shouting over the commentary table. I was thinking, I thought about it, but I thought no, let's get something that's never been seen. I'm all about switching up on aggro.
The perks of having no fans, eh? Yeah,
we mentioned previously. Well, the commentary team and I were talking previously about Ringwas. Did you feel any nerves at all coming back? You know,
yeah, I always feel nerves. I don't want to come back lose against Carl because no offense to him, he's a good friend of mine, but he isn't the best. And I wanted the bigger fight. I wanted Baker. I wanted the title challenge and shit to get me in the top of the division. But we take these. I'll take on next fight. Maybe take on the winner of that fight. Gregman can take on maybe the winner.
Baker?
Winner of the main event, Baker, if he wants to turn up and stop pussying about.
Whoa, I love it. Hey, Jamie, can I ask you a question about that? Do you think that's an early contender for submission of the year?
Probably. I mean, I got it last year. I'm going to get it this year. 8 wins, 8 submissions. I'm back. Brandon.
Impressive work.
Brandon, I hope you listen. MMA King, I hope you listen. Whoever wins that belt, warm it up for me because I'm coming.
Very impressive.
You're not going to have time to have your name engraved on it before it's around my waist. Don't you worry, lads.
Very impressive work by Jamie. Very impressive work.
And Chad, come back.
You know I'd smack you. Don't even think about it. Like, you think you can pull a half guard knee bar on me? Moron. Anyway, right. No, I'll give you all credit. Obviously, it's only Carl, but I will give you credit. That was a very nice submission. I know you've been talking about it a lot before, and I have said this from in the chat. I think you're going to do a good run at that title. I think you can, on your day, beat both of those fighters enough. I would like to see you fight someone a bit higher ranked than.
Let me look at the rankings right now. Let me call out the next opponent. Yeah, you ready?
Yeah, have a little pushers.
All right.
Baker, the Lynx win today, or did he lose? He lost, didn't he, to Gregman?
Yeah.
Gregman, because obviously he could take Lynx's spot, which is higher than me. Lynx.
That makes sense.
Gregman or the winner of the co-main.
How do you see that going?
The co-main?
Well, how do you see the fight going? Your next fight?
I think. The next fight. Well, there's only one answer.
What, loss?
I'm going for my ninth submission.
Nice. Wow. Staggering.
I don't have to submit someone. I can quite easily pound them, but who doesn't love a submission?
And again, Jamie, congratulations on that wonderful win. I have to interject here.
Sorry, go on.
I have to interject here. I'll be stepping out of the booth here as I am getting prepared for my matchup.
Anyway, how can the CEO miss the career-ending match, and I'll be the one ripping the contract up?
All right, everybody, can I get some Jerry Thunderdomes in the chat? I'm stepping out. 50 viewers here for Aggro, here to watch this career versus career match.
What?
Goodbye. 50? Fantastic showing. Goodbye, boys. Hope I make it.
No way.
Interesting.
I'm very excited for this. That's unbelievable.
I might as well
Thank you, everyone.
I'm going to be
Thank you, everyone.
Contract, so I might as well stay here.
50
Jerry.
Guys, what? Let's just take a second to thank everyone for listening. But let's also let's talk about this. This is career v career. This is someone is going to leave aggro forever. At the end of this.
Before these go, let's drop the promo.
Yeah. Hey, imagine
we are
lying about.
back.
Hello. Yes. No. This is a tremendous fight. Thank you for everyone watching. And Cody Thunderdome, he's back for potentially the last time. How do you guys see this going?
I believe I don't want to show any. They're both my boys, both management, but I think Bisping takes this from the past. What we've seen him, how he fights, former challenger. But you never know. Cody 9.0 on Xbox could be something to reckon with. You never know.
I will go straight to Kane. What's your prediction?
I'm not sure. Again, both of these gentlemen's records, they're good, but this is a career versus career match. There's a lot on the line. So, with Cody's career, again, he's beat myself, but he has run into some very high level players, and this is it. This could be it for him. So he could throw everything on the line. We could see a flash KO, but we could just see absolute domination.
How could I not be here when I am the one to rip up the contract?
It's very hard to put a finger on who's going to win because both men have got everything to lose. So both men are going to fight for their life and their well-being.
This is a WrestleMania style event. This is a freak show fight in the best of ways. This is the top contender, the fight you will all remember, the fight you will take away, and the fight that will saw the pain. Right, but the fact is, and you guys are going to crucify me for this, Cody's going to sub him. No, I'm joking. Cody will TKO him. I think Cody on the ground will knock him out. I don't think Bisping's good at wrestling at all. And all jokes aside, I've watched him wrestle. He got flipped by Stan. I don't think he's that good, and I do think that Cody Thunderdome is going to finish him on the ground with strikes. And you might laugh at me, but that's what I believe will happen. I might be wrong.
It's a draw because I love both of these guys and I want them to stay.
Not draw in this game, Jimmy. Yeah, I personally, I think Bisping starts off slow. He's going to get caught early, but I don't hope that happens because me v Bisping for a title is a lot more lucrative than me v Cody for a title. So I'm hoping Bisping gets the dub, but my heart is saying Cody. Perhaps that's because I love an underdog story. And we're in.
This is going to be. I'm on edge. I'm on the edge of my seat. I really don't know who's going to win. I can't put my finger on it. Both men have got
45 viewers jumping in. Ryan tries for a follow. Corey Press cheers for Brandon his bench cheers for a follow. Liam 9 follow cheers for the follow. Let's go. Time for the career-ending fight. Here we go.
I'll just report.
And anyone who's moaning about how long it takes, have you ever watched UFC?
Yeah.
Oh. Straight takedown from Cody to open up the fight.
That's impressive.
Straight to half guard.
Breaks the top mount, goes half guard.
I told you early on, Bisping starts poor.
Good. Oh, some good posturing up from Bisping.
Bisping.
You mean Cody?
Flicks into half guard. It's not Romero playing.
It's.
I'm pumped for this one. Bisping faking half
Bisping
guard.
loves a fake.
Faking again. Goes to.
Cody needs to. When someone's faking like that,
Oh,
you need to.
Oh,
he flipped him! Bisping gets flipped.
And he's got no stamina.
Honestly,
He's got the armbar. Oh my god!
What? If he subs him, I'm going to scream. So, he's not got that. Nah, there's no way he's got that. Surely.
Don't panic. As long as you don't panic.
He's panicking. Bisping's submission defense isn't looking as impressive as I expected. Oh, and he let him out into top net. That's a bad decision from Bisping because now he's just opened himself up to strikes. If Cody, all jokes aside, no, I'm not going to say it because that's cocky. Continue. Top mount. He doesn't block top mount. Jesus. Bisping was not expecting this type of rude awakening.
It's a dominant performance so far from Cody.
Oh my god, Cody.
Straight into posture up again.
What did I tell you?
No, you ain't got the stamina.
It's just a bit of some bad decisions from Cody.
Oh my god.
I told you. What did I tell you, Jamie? Going into this, he's not a joke.
If he fucking wins this, I don't even know what to say.
Jamie, what I did? I told you. Bisping's ground game isn't that good.
Bisping's a sucker for an upset.
Bisping is a sucker for an upset, and his ground game isn't very good. I told. He's not blocking transitions. He's done well there. You've got to give credit there. He's done well to get out of that. Maybe he's proving me wrong. Maybe it's just nerves. He does always start slow. Perhaps he gets better as the fight goes on.
Nice job switching music from Bisping. He's got full on going for the HBK.
He is HBK, the Heartbreak Kid. Will he break Cody's heart tonight?
Got suspended from Twitter.
Twice.
Beautiful shot.
Don't make me send the Bisping math on you.
Oh God, I love the Bisping Mafia.
I love
the Bisping
I love the
Mafia.
tattoo from Cody, just like mine on my chest.
Up the Mafia. He
Oh,
keeps
okay.
going. That's the thing. You can't just shoot mindlessly.
I can't believe I missed that first takedown on card. I was fuming.
You shot him too far, didn't you?
I thought I had it, but he stepped back as I threw it.
Oh,
that's
Cody
a nice
with an
elbow.
and overhand. Cody looks good. Cody's beating him.
It's a good dominant. Oh, nice takedown defense from Bisping there. Oh, DJ Mackie B, sorry.
Good kick to the body. First round's definitely Cody's. You've got to give that to him. 1 round up.
10-9 Cody. Well, you never know, but 10-9 Cody.
Both men are swinging for the bleachers trying to get that ended shot because they know as soon as that bell rings, one of these men could have nothing left.
We drop through this Cody fight. He's going to be fuming.
Nice kick to the head.
Nice jab overhand from Cody. If Cody latches onto that head movement from Bisping, he might be in trouble.
That's a nice sprawl from Bisping.
Bisping does sway a lot. Bisping chooses to get up. Well, this is no longer the wrestler Bisping. I think he's lost a bit of confidence.
I think this is the way he's got to go.
Yeah, he won't win on the ground if Jury
He
goes.
fell in love with the wrestling.
That knee was close.
He should never have done that.
Oh! Straight down the pipe. And a nice takedown to finish it off.
Bisping is getting his self-handed to him.
Flip him straight. He flipped you straight away.
Yeah, you can tell that Cody's just started becoming a wrestler because there are little things to his game.
Straight to back sitting. How's he pulled that off?
That's poor. That's poor from Bisping there. He should be blocking that, and he should block the top mount.
Straight into full mount. Interesting.
Oh, he gets the mount. He's got to be blocking down nowadays with that new transition. Everyone does it. Oh, nice.
I mean, Bisping is hard to hit on the ground, but Cody is hitting him. That's what you've got to be saying.
Oh, he rocked him. 2 uppercuts.
Bisping's rocked him.
He's hurt.
Is that one strike going to change the game?
Cody's got to look at getting out the clinch and not standing and trading with no health.
The fact he's standing trading with no health just shows that Cody truly has nothing to lose in this fight, and he's going out there to prove that. Yeah. But he's got a nice little commentator's job on the side. Bisping's getting into it now. He's shown a bit of rhythm. I think 2 hooks out of that.
Takedown from Cody. I don't think he's going for it. Maybe he needs to bail a bit early though to reserve stamina.
Yeah.
He's seen the clip of me pulling it off the uppercut and he's going for it.
Sometimes as a wrestler, thanks for the shameless plug. Sometimes as a wrestler, you have to fake attack.
Oh my god!
Oh! I thought it rocked. I was screaming.
The 1-2 head kick gets blocked.
What? If that would have knocked him out, that would have been crazy.
Bisping doing very well.
Jeez.
Get hit. Oh, he's
Jeez. Yeah, I did that to him in the tournament. He does do that spinning move a lot.
Bisping's done well when he's kept it simple through normal combinations. Sorry, Kane.
Okay. This is a war so far, boys.
Sorry about that, Kane. I'm hyped.
So what?
This is crazy. This has been a good fight so far. Bisping has done a lot of damage to Cody's body.
The hooks on the
Cody
clinch.
needs to be careful with the cage.
Hooks on the clinch are injuring Mikey big time. Nice spinning body kick.
He's done no damage to that body.
Leg. Lands a single.
He needs to get a little bit of damage here because he needs to make sure that this is his round going in with lower stamina.
I think this round's Bisping.
This is what he's doing. I don't think so. I think it's 2-0.
This is big shots from Cody on the floor.
I think this is 2-0 Cody.
Bisping knocked Cody down.
He rocked him and he didn't knock him down.
That's Cody's round. Oh, back up to 50 viewers, boys. Don't forget to follow. 9 viewers off 200.
This is unbelievable.
This is an insane fight.
9 followers off 200. Let's go, boys.
The chat is popping off.
Chat, please no threats to kill each other, please. It's only a UFC game. Thank you. Back to the game. Back to the fight. Bisping landing that lead hook. Cody missing the uppercut. Cody landing one uppercut, then the second one's blocked. Cody with it. Bisping with the clinch knees. Hooks on the clinch. Been watching Ganya. Needs to get out of that clinch. This is anyone's fight going into the final round. This goes to decision. This could be an upset. Oh! Left hook.
Cody's hitting him!
And again.
That's better from Bisping. Oh! I think this could be a very, very... I'm excited to the decision.
Oh, nice.
Nice takedown. Cody, he's looking to win this third round. Bisping needs to get up big time. He can't be hanging around on the floor.
Nice. It's a side control.
Bisping does well to change that. Top mount. He doesn't block top mount, Bisping. It's a dangerous move for you on the ground if you don't block the top mount.
Cody!
Oh, he's
Cody!
Cody's finished him.
This could
Cody
be it.
finished him.
He's got to transition instantly to get him out of this. Yeah, perfect from Bisping.
He's done well to get up. Well played from Bisping. He didn't get a rock though. That's the thing. He's not rocked. He can still win
Nice
this round.
takedown defense.
This is a very back and forth fight.
This is a one-shot fight. Right? Oh, beautiful spinning body kick. Sweet. Oh.
This is his path to victory.
Put the pressure on. This is crazy shit. You got to go for Kimura to waste some time.
Takedown.
If you're Cody, I'm just sitting on him for the rest of the round.
Nice denial. Nice pushing him up. Bisping's getting desperate, which is exactly what I need to do. That's what I like to see. Body kick. Uppercut!
Oh, the uppercut lands.
Time the body shots, which is what Bisping got been carried for before. Front kick!
Oh, the front kick.
Oh, body shot!
The overhand.
They're laying it all on the line. Do we want a round two? I think we want.
They want their careers, ladies and gentlemen.
Nice ducking round.
Oh, what a head kick!
This could be anyone's.
This is. It could be 1-1 right now. So they need. Oh!
Oh my god!
Oh! I think this is
nice
the end
takedown.
of
This
Bisping's
could be the
career.
end of it.
This is the end of Bisping's career. We're watching right now, guys.
He needs to stand this up right
I
now
have
and get a
literally
submission.
my seat.
Oh, this could be it.
I
Nice
think
head
this
movement.
might be the end.
Bisping's gone from maybe fighting for the title again, or maybe fighting.
Why did he take this fight? This is what I said. I said to him, why don't you just fight me? I would do this easier.
Oh my god! Nice framing.
Cody's
Gosh,
jack.
flip him to backside now and get the damage in.
That was a submission
Nice
attempt, I
denial.
believe. He's holding on
Damn
for
triangle.
the decision.
Wow.
I think he's
wow.
Cody won all 3 rounds to me. 30-27 Bisping.
What a fight!
Bisping knows he's lost.
What an absolute war!
I think it should have been 5 rounds. This is unbelievable. This you can't. I feel it's a bit of a struggle taking someone's career by.
There we go.
It's a struggle taking someone's career like that. I think you know the result before going into it.
I don't know. Oh,
We're not going to hear them.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3
Oh, yeah.
rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28. For the winner by
Oh my!
He's taking Bisping's career.
No way!
Look at me laughing, baby.
Cody.
Oh my god!
I told him not to take the fight.
Redefined and reimagined.
Oh
Cody.
my!
I can't believe it. It looks so much better beating Bisping than beating Cody, for God's sake. Why? Why?
Oh.
Well done from Cody. You've got to give him complete and utter respect for that performance. Gritty,
I think
tough.
I deserve a little bit of a victory lap after that one, buddy. Finally, we
Respect.
rid aggro of Bisping. Oh my gosh, I'm so done with that guy. Hey, I had to do what I had to do to get the job done. I know 50 people came in to watch it happen. I know plenty of people out there are upset about this outcome. Nobody saw this coming. Jerry Thunderdome, Cody Garbrandt stand is here to stay. Plain and simple, guys. Not only did I beat Bisping, he can have a rematch if he wants it, but I want a title shot right now. I beat the contender. I beat the number one contender.
It's going to be
for the
me v
title.
Cody, isn't it?
I want the number 1 contender, or I want a title shot. I only think it's fair.
Oh my
But,
god, he's
I've
gonna
got
fight me.
something better for you here, Cody.
Oh my god.
In the words
I'm
of
gonna go ahead and
Thanos.
put
In
my
the words of
professional
Thanos.
suit-
Fine, I'll do it myself.
Oh, you can do it right now, buddy. I don't give a damn. Hey, I came in there. I handled business. I know Bisping was upset, but hey, man, I had to do what I had to do to go get the job done. That's just plain and simple.
God.
I think we
Oh,
see
God.
Cody 9.0 finally got the job done. I'm telling you, Xbox Cody 1.0 is here to stay. No, but in all seriousness, man, a lot of respect for Bisping. He really gave me a lot of trouble trying to work him on the ground, and Yeah, man, I secured that takedown in round 3. I just knew what I got it finally. And shout out to the 58 viewers that are here to say, man, this is very, very humbling. I know a lot of people. I know a lot of people love watching me and Bisbing. Hey, we could do
This is
rematch.
incredible.
We could do that rematch next Saturday. It don't matter.
He's gone now. He's retired. You've retired the man. You retired a former 170 champion.
Oh.
Yeah, man. Hey, congratulations, Bisbing. And look at that.
Congratulations!
Oh
my God.
I'm gonna go.
Cody,
Hey,
go and enjoy your win. I'll stick in for the rest of the card. I think you need to go ride off that into sunset. Well done, mate. We appreciate it. Wow. Fuck me. I don't even know what to say.
That is so. What? I don't know what to say at all. If I'm honest, I'm sure. I did have a feeling he was going to do better than expected, but I did say the TKO just to wind Bisping up and get in his head. Ultimately,
oh my God,
I think it works. That is it's not very often we're speechless on commentary, but this is one of those moments. Upset of the year?
Maybe.
Wow.
Jesus.
Right. I don't know how we're going to follow this, but up next, we have Ed Cobby, former title challenger in the 55 and 70 division, going up against Bruno Timmy, who's on a 2-fight win streak after his return from being 1-3 to 3, now 3-3. Very exciting matchup. Ed Cobby, obviously, we know what he's about, and Mystic Max have got 2 back-to-back KOs. This will be a cracking fight, and let's go. Wow.
I keep beefing in the aggro chat.
Civil War time, boys.
Hey, one of them said the commentary was shit. Fuck off.
He's just trying to wind it up.
Yeah, he really has. I'm really upset at the moment.
We've got the mod in here. We've got people.
Go on, Jamie.
Yeah, sorry, I was reading the chat. We've got people muting the chat and stuff. We've got mods on doing the job. Good
man. Yeah, there's. We're fine with you commentating some reality stuff, boys, but just a little bit. Come on. Anyways, Purple Aki versus Nothing But MMA. This is set to be an absolute banger. The winner of this surely has to go on to fight Tadpole.
Will be a rematch with Cody. Ed Cobby. God, it's on my mind. Can't believe. Right, here we go. Ed Cobby faking that lead hook. This could be a performance tonight from Cobby. If he comes out like he usually does. He gave Tadpole a cracking scrap in the first scrap as well. It wasn't out of it. The first round was back and forth. He's already done big damage to Nothing's head. There we go. The jab lead head kick. God, we're speechless. Nice takedown.
Oh, the takedown early from that.
Nice double leg.
Gonna go for transition into full guard. Does he get it? What's happened? Oh, okay. I thought it glitched out then.
I think he faked it because it wasn't a denial.
Oh well, I mean, Aki off his back.
This is nice work from Nothing. We're not seeing much wrestling from him after back-to-back KOs, but maybe he's seen Ed Cobby's recent fights and thought, I need to work on the ground.
Trying to get straight up.
Kind of how back he gets knocked out after saying the commentary shit. Anyway, interesting decision to wrestle him. I just hope he is knocked out.
Nice jab.
Nice head kick.
Good kick there. Oh,
and the switch kick lands.
Oh, left hook.
All bias and jokes aside, Cobby is a very good fighter, and I would be surprised if he doesn't win this fight. Oh, as I say that. Oh, he's taunting him.
A lot of feints from Cobby.
Yeah, Cobby, I think he's feeling quite confident at the moment. I never understand why people make their character shorter than the height limit. I think it just puts you at a disadvantage for no reason. Oh, that was a dangerous one.
If he's gonna stand and trade in the pocket though, he can get caught.
Their head health's not low for Max. Takedown was a good decision. Try and get some damage.
good deny there. See if he switches it into full guard. Oh no, it goes into backside.
There was a bit of a delay on
And
that one.
reversed.
He reversed him. Cobby doesn't seem that proficient on the ground.
Oh, and it gets reversed again. Taking his back now.
Oh, you done well there, Cobby. Got to give him credit.
Nice to backside. Oh no, I'm behind. Never mind. Ignore me.
Backside. Yeah, you're a bit behind, mate.
I was watching the wrong screen. Half
Oh,
guard
and
from
it
Cobby.
stands up.
Stand up.
Cobby gets up well.
You go for that jumping switch kick. Missed it, Max. He hasn't landed it as of yet. Oh, it's there.
To be fair to Max, this is a very good competitive fight, even with the 2 knockdowns. He likes that kick there. Weird decision with it going for a takedown with that little time left, but it survived him to the next round.
Interesting fight so far. Who'd you give it to?
Cobby.
I think Aki's
Wow, that face. Didn't notice it. Haunted.
Nice jab straight from Cobby to open up the round. Nice takedown from Brunner Timmy. Straight under the straight. Blocks a half.
Nice.
Blocks.
Straight into full one.
That's beautiful from Timmy. If you get some damage here early, might set him up for the rest of the
Oh,
round.
that's a nice
denial.
deny. There's some high level ground game we're seeing. It
Not an
postures
easy
up.
denial to get.
Body strike there.
Flips it.
Oh, Aki's
nice
flipped him well.
reversal. Straight into half guard. Oh, and he hits a sprawl.
In a 3-round fight, this is a must-win for Max.
A very high skill game on the floor.
Nice, goes to back mount. Rolls down to full mount. Straight to half guard. This is beautiful. Very good scrambles. Oh, nice denial from Cobby. Showing that he knows how to do the ground as well.
Postures up. Let's see if we can get big
Double
damage
right
off.
Goes to sprawl. Gets denied. It could be a submission finish. Goes for the gilly. Gets it in.
You're going to see a submission.
It's in deep.
It's very low stamina as well.
This is in deep. This could be it. Cobby with his first submission win if this comes through. Very good defense from Timmy though, doing the right things. Gonna pull his head out of it.
Wise to it.
Max is panicking a little bit
mount.
now he's in top guard if he gets out. I think he's got him.
That's it. That's it. That's in deep. He taps. He's out.
That's a great submission.
He's out. He didn't tap. He's out completely.
Submission. What a fantastic performance. That was some very high level grappling up until the submission. That was fantastic.
Wow. Beautiful from Cobby. He puts himself right back up at the top of the division. Ends a win streak of nothing. Beautiful.
Well, Tadpole does not seem impressed from what he's saying. He's putting the yawning emoji in the chat. You've got to think that he's booked a date with Tadpole there.
Timmy initiates the takedown and then gets subbed out. Cheers for the bits, Cage Rage. We appreciate it.
Appreciate you, Cage Rage.
We love you lots.
Hello, Cody. You're back. You're on mute.
He's been here since. Never went.
Oh. Is he not?
Beautiful. Sticking at 56 viewers. 4 follows off 200. Don't forget, guys, drop a follow. Twitch Prime subs, all that shit. What a fight. Well done there, Cobby. On to the next one, which will be
68 viewers.
Which will be
68 viewers, guys. That fight. Yeah.
What?
Jesus Christ. Thank you to everyone listening.
This is crazy. What's going on? I'm so proud.
What is? Can I main event? Put me and BOTG at the main.
Forever chasing that fight, aren't you, Chad?
I want him so bad. I love that face cam.
We have Myron MMA versus Ian Torres, top 170 belt. For the in-time belt. Whoa, the fucking first title fight. What's going on?
Say 170.
Cheers, Mikey, for cheering 1,100 bits. Now, next card will be next Saturday, guys. Same time. We're here every week. I'm so gassed. I don't even know what to say.
I know what to say. Get me a fight.
get me a... Right, we'll run the promo just before the title fight start.
Another.
And we are back with the first title fight of the evening, the interim 170-pound belt. Ian Torres coming off of a win in the kickboxing tournament. Absolutely amazing performances from him in there. And Myron MMA, who has recently did lose to the champ, but he'd come back, and now it's time to fight Ian Torres for the interim belt. How do we see this one going, lads?
Absolute war. Guaranteed. Whoever wins this guarantees a spot at the champion next. Or even if the champion relinquishes the belt, I guess that makes them the next runner. So anything can happen. Both men will go out and put on an absolute performance, I'm sure.
Thank you for everyone watching. Don't forget to follow. 3 follows off 200. Time for the first title fight of the evening. Here we go. I think Ian may have this, boys.
Yeah, Eon looked absolutely impeccable in that kickboxing tournament. He starts through Bisping, the now retired Bisping in the mud. He beat up Bisping, Throw, and he looks incredible doing it. First round knockouts all around. My fellow tournament winner. I have to think that he's going to be going into this with bundles and bundles of confidence, being undefeated in Agro. Who's on? And they ready up, and we go straight into this fight. 60 viewers, boys. This is a good one.
Here we go.
Who are you picking?
I'm ready for this. I'm picking Ian.
Who are you picking?
After his
I'm
performance in
picking
the
Ian as
kickboxing
well.
tournament, Ian. But you never know with Myron. You never count him out.
Yeah, and you don't know whether you don't know whether it's different with takedowns, with clinches. It's a completely different atmosphere. I mean, I miss not having a clinch. I miss not having a takedown, and I can understand if some people against him might not. Maybe he's even better. Who knows?
200 followers, boys. Thank you very much for following. We appreciate it. G Froome 20, Murpho, Brandiggity Nonce, Mr. Stick, Big Mountain 69, M Adams, which isn't me, I promise. On Eddie Stinks again.
That's true.
Agro fighting, Smelly. Eddie is a nonce. So someone making fucking burners. Here we go.
Eon is getting hit up so far.
First 5-round fight of the evening as well. Could be in for a war.
I think that Bisping Cody fight should have been 5 rounds personally.
Straight clinch from Myron.
Good clinches there.
Knee, one to the body. Take down for Ian.
Snake's used a lot of stamina getting that. Nice. So this is it. Maybe Snake shows
nice.
Maybe shows
Snake's only win in aggro, he did wrestle to win the fight. Beautiful.
Jesus.
Keeps him in side
control.
At
the minute.
Shake to side saddle. Maybe goes to the armbar. Will he block that? No, straight back to side control.
He's just
nice work keeping him in
he's
side
kept
control.
him trapped. This is dangerous to be in early on because he's going to have something to do.
Not going for that sprawl transition. It's probably his best way out of here.
I think your best way out is a half guard. You've got to fake a half guard and then go straight into he's just getting destroyed. This is
There we go. There's a
It's fake
fake.
to transition. Well, oh my god,
Kimura.
this is
Could be all over.
if Snake subs in here, this is a serious sign to Aussie. I don't think he's gonna get it, but the fact he's got the confidence to try.
Snake's good friend and teammate earlier on, Bear Yalware, with a great performance. Myron's out straight away, straight into full guard.
Yeah, that wasn't a great decision from Egan.
Oh, he gets straight.
But again, look,
he's back.
Perhaps,
Back to full guard.
and he's straight into full guard.
Fakes a full guard transition, goes to backside.
Backside. I don't know if Myron's that accomplished on the ground because he should have been denying that. I think.
Goes, stands up. Will he ride his back? I believe.
I think he'll ride back.
Oh no, he needs him.
Oh,
it's a nice
Jesus. He was actually losing on the feet for the start of the fight, but Myron's now he's probably going to be panicking for the takedown. There's going to be a mix of all things.
Oh, he throws that uppercut as he fakes the takedown. That was beautiful. I think Myron will be thinking twice about the takedown now after he's been flipped and dominated.
Yeah, Myron should not do a takedown again. I don't think. There's. Oh, nearly ran into a knee.
Oh, that body kick is there all day. That's some good body work so far.
I think Myron's a very clinch heavy fighter. We're going to see the two fights in a row, I believe, with Ganjo and Morbid up next. Nice body kick from Torres. Nice body work from Myron.
The damage to the body work from Myron. Ian's body's hurt.
Oh, uppercut out the clinch. $15 seconds round left in the first round.
He catches the kick.
Nice catch. Flying knee, rocks him.
Oh, the knee.
Puts on the pressure.
Myron's in danger. Myron in the mud.
Oh,
Myron did
nice
so.
Head movement.
You've got to give Myron credit there for surviving. That is dangerous.
Beautiful head movements from Myron.
Nice flying knee in the 170-pound. That flying knee in this division seems to be a prominent aspect.
What?
After Bisping getting KO'd by that same flying knee.
Oh, that's true. It did happen.
So does the forearm glitching through the chin.
Yeah, I hope you're watching.
Oh, no, straight for the single leg.
That's a
no respect.
I wouldn't be. I'd be a
Was
bit
that
upset.
fake glove touch? Oh, Torres.
Yeah, it was. To be fair, I've done it before. I can't blame him. You naughty. You teasing me, naughty.
Nice denial.
Right.
Denies the fake full guard. Stands up against the cage. This is a bad decision against a high level fighter.
Myron looked good there, but getting against the cage against him scary.
Take the free body work.
Oh, then a nice body kick as well.
Maybe he wanted to get him trapped against the cage, but Myron's doing well as well.
Who do we give the first round to, by the way, guys? Torres?
Oh, yeah.
Control work. Nice hooks from Myron, though.
Oh, Myron's hurting him. To be fair, this isn't even fight on the feet. It's just when he gets to the ground.
Oh, nice hook.
He's cracked him.
Commentator's curse. That's it.
Yeah, no, he'll survive this.
Commentator's curse again. Beautiful.
What's the point of...
Hook knocks him down and then he finishes it with follow-up ground and pound. What a fight.
And Torres is a new 170-pound interim champ. Aussie, best be watching.
That was impressive.
What a fight.
Right. Beautiful from Torres.
I'll be straight back, boys.
It was
just
a favourite. It was a favourite and he proved why it was a favourite. Right, so up next.
Ganja versus this. I think this might be my most. I'm excited for this because I know if Morbid wins, I've got a very interesting fight. Possibly in the future. I know if Ganja wins, he's going to get the belt and go down straight to 155 and relinquish. There's nothing there for me.
I'm very excited for this. We've got Morbid, my lad, obviously looking for his second title. Ganja looking for his second weight division title. He's also been two-time champ of 170, beating Kane. I think the rematch with Kane makes more sense other than moving down to 45. But you never know what he's going to do. He's a crazy man. Morbid is a heavy wrestler. Ganja is also a heavy clinch artist. Maybe he should be talking about his submissions a lot in this fight week. I'm not sure they've managed to match each other in that 12 times legally, but we'll discuss that after the fight.
Yeah, it does seem a bit sticky, that one, but perhaps it was before the watershed ban.
Maybe before
yeah,
when Ganja retired.
I don't know, but yes, we'll see anyway. But look, Jamie, who have you got going into this fight?
I believe Ganja will pull it off. He always seems to end up winning the fight, so you can't really write him off. But you never know with Morbid. He might dominate. You never know.
I just think Morbid's going to destroy
But
him
before
for the
this
first
fight,
one.
we have an interview with Ian.
Sorry. Oh, Ian. Okay.
Ian, boys.
How are you doing?
Right, mate.
The snake.
Performance.
Hello.
Hello.
Australia, all you filthy animals suck. I'm gonna kick all of you like a kangaroo. And whoever said that my body was hurt, you're a stupid idiot.
A stupid idiot.
Love it.
Him and Bay Eye, his good friend, doing very similar interviews. He calls out the whole of Australia.
That was me. Like, I'm the stupid idiot.
Right, here we go.
Great interview there.
Here's what wet dreams are made of. Morbid Lad versus Guy Ganja. Ready? Here we go.
This is going to be an interesting fight for the shape of the division. As much as I hate him, and he does tend to get lucky, somewhat lucky wins, obviously, Ganja is a formidable opponent, and I do expect him
I'm excited for
to pull off
the interview after this scrap.
As am I. He's going to scream about me about 100 times saying I should fight him, even though I'm on Xbox and he doesn't seem to be able to comprehend that.
What is Morbid doing? Get off the menus and fight the fucking fight. Here we go. Morbid versus Guy Ganja.
What's Ganja choosing? He's choosing a
Let's
shark.
put Cody in for this co-main event.
He's choosing a shark. Not often chosen, bro.
He has been talking about submissions a lot this week.
Yeah, but normally it's the Vanguard. That's the better.
Actually, Wrestler Dominator has.
Oh, sorry. Cody's returned. Hello, sir.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Yeah, Wrestler Dominator actually has a wide variety of submissions. So, you know, I don't necessarily think that's too bad of a pick there for him.
It's also 4-star submission defense, so obviously that is going to play in well against a fighter like Ganja.
Very true. Very true.
Very, very true. Oh, and it's the money strut.
The noodle.
And they both show respect to each other at the beginning of the match.
Oh, that's good. No, I didn't expect that from Ganja.
No, I didn't either.
Oh, he hasn't thrown a strike.
His head movement from Ganja earlier is strange, but effective, and it
Or
can take that straight away.
Morbid's already on his back. Oh, I think this could look embarrassing. Alright, stop mentioning every time he fights. I know, I'm joking.
Nice elbows.
He's messing with him. Oh,
he
stands back up. Morbid done well there. You've got to give him credit. Morbid has been saying, he said it could be rocky on the feet, but the second he gets him down, it will all change. And I think Morbid does well again.
Yeah, that late scramble there from Morbid shows that he knows exactly what Ganja is trying to do.
And just trying to take him on and embarrass him. He's not just trying to beat him. He's trying to embarrass him. He's trying to send a message to someone that he should be number one in the pound for pound.
Morbid does a really good job of. Yeah, no, he's definitely going for the clinch, 100%.
Yeah, Morbid's striking hasn't looked impressive so far, but Ganja's clinch work. Good defense there from Cody. Not Cody. Morbid. You got to give him credit for that. He just keeps getting up though.
Oh, he is.
No, what? If he gets Ganja with the standing guillotine, I'm going to scream.
Gonna walk him over to the cage right into his corner.
Insane. We're living in the darkest timeline if this happens.
Oh my goodness, he's got really good offense here.
Has he got? No, he hasn't. He's just got help. Oh no!
Oh my god, this could be it!
Oh my god!
Oh!
He countered it! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! It looked like a counter.
Oh my god!
What a fight!
My heart was going.
Oh! Taking a breath.
We have a fight, ladies and gentlemen.
No, this is good. This is high-level grappling. This is stuff we like to see for aggro. I definitely think Morbid's got to do a better job
Nice denial.
putting himself in positions to win.
Morbid's doing well at blocking the clinch. A few body shots and this could change everything. But
He goes for the
to be
guillotine.
honest,
Oh,
Ganja's not
Ganja
doing
wise
much
to
damage
it
with these strikes. He's just taking a lot of his own stamina.
That's because he's got the shot, the jiu-jitsu.
he throws 4 straight strikes in a
Oh,
row.
good
Morbid's going
takedown.
for a
Very
turn
good takedown there.
Yeah, that turn.
Well, he might have won this round. I don't think he did, but
I think that guillotine getting to the pull guard level, I think Morbid did steal the round with that.
Oh,
Because the judges the judges really like the standing guillotine, and they also like it when you get down to the ground in that third stage. So I believe that round goes to Morbid.
I think Morbid won that round too.
I agree.
I think, to be honest, Morbid did more damage at the end with that little flurry than Ganja did.
100%, yeah.
Nice
Morbid
Great
goes straight
takedown,
for
and
a
it's a
takedown.
smart move. In the rubber.
Oh, rubber guard though.
Right to side control. Ah! He didn't block the up. If this is it, let's see, he just always survives somehow. Very good from Morbid to block that.
Did he deny?
Those are hard to deny, I will tell you.
Oh, yeah. Foot on hip is like the most 50-50 position. You got to guess. He did a really good job. Ooh, he denies the sprawl.
Yes. He did say that Ganja's weak on the bottom, and so far he is getting hit a lot. No way.
That just got
Morbid said he's got underrated subs. Could he be telling the truth? He could be telling the truth. If he gets this arm triangle.
Yeah, up to this point, I got to say, Morbid looks to be in control of this fight 100%.
Morbid looks impressive.
He looks to be in control of the fight. He's dictating what happens. He's dictating the clinch. He's dictating whether or not they're going to the ground.
He's got side
looks
control.
really good. He might not get this. If he could get over on him, he might have a chance, but it looks like he got over on him. He got down to his belly.
Oh, God. He's going to get a Kimura. Surely he'll go for the Kimura. Yeah, he went for it. Obviously, you block that.
Ganja wise to it, denies it.
Did you get the arm shot? No, he didn't.
Some nice defense from Ganja off the back.
Crucifix. This is dangerous. This is dangerous. Oh, he gets out of it.
Ganja got straight out of it.
And take a look at the stamina difference between these two guys. And when I say Morbid is dictating the fight, I mean it, because you could just tell by the stamina. This guy is doing everything.
Yeah. Ganja looked like he needed to get him done early. That's my bad. This is interesting. Sprawl.
Wow. Yeah.
Ganja is.
Oh, he rolls him.
That's impressive.
He's still got a minute 40 to work. That's a lot of time.
That's a lot of time when you're a player like Ganja.
Going in the side saddle.
He likes a side saddle armbar. Oh no. This would be a horrible way for Morbid to lose.
He's got it. He's got it.
He's got it,
my
yeah.
goodness.
This is so annoying how Ganja wins these kind of fights every time.
Well, I mean, the side saddle armbar has been known to be one of the more overpowered submissions.
Not even in. I don't think he's getting out. I don't think he's getting out.
Yeah,
he's not.
Man,
He's done.
Once you get to that third stage with the side saddle,
oh yeah. Jesus Christ! Fight's over.
Morbid, after basically controlling the entire match.
Morbid won that entire fight, and Ganja wins yet again. What do you expect with Ganja? It just happens. It's just what he does, and you've got to give him credit for it. But it's also, I imagine Morbid's very upset right now because he did everything to win that fight.
Hey, Kane, how do you feel about that? How does that make you feel?
Frustrated because I know he's instantly going to drop the belt and go straight down. Well, I don't know that, but the past would show that he does like to take the belt and then just run straight down to the other division. He's chasing legacy, but not in defenses more, and just capture the belt. So I did want Morbid to win personally because I wanted that fight, but it'll be interesting to see if he does want the rematch or if he's just going to drop it and run back down to 145.
In your opinion, Kane, how do you feel as though the next move should be? Do you think this goes directly to a rematch because of the, in my opinion, a bit of a controversial ending?
I think you could definitely give cause for a rematch. But
Yeah.
at the same time, it was a finish. It wasn't a lucky decision. He did finish him. He weathered the storm, and he did finish him. It wasn't a lucky. It wasn't gifted.
That's insane.
So
very interesting. Yeah, continue, Kane.
There's points from both sides. You could argue the rematch. You could argue against the rematch. Personally, I don't care. I just want to fight someone, so I'll fight any of these gentlemen. Just give me them.
Yep.
Give me someone.
Yep. Nope. No, that's a very good take. Very good take. Yeah. In my opinion, that side saddle armbar, I mean, it's one of those things where if you're in it, you're kind of in it to lose. But I guess that's the way Ganja's been known to fight. He really goes. He knows the game very well. He knows the meta. Yeah, that was a very good performance by Ganja. And as the judges did give him the first round, then, I mean, in my opinion, there's not much of an argument then.
I feel it was a 50-50 first round. Then Morbid looked extremely good in the second round to start off, and then it just got switched. Different every time. I agree as well. Well done to Gandra, I guess. He's a two division champion. Well done, mate. Oh, great.
And now we've got the Hulk who's quickly rose through the ranks, finishing his last.
You can deal with this, Jamie. I can't be asked talking to.
Yeah. You boys take it away.
Well done to him.
You want Mary? You want son? Nah, he did not win the first round. I dominated him. Yeah. It was all over. It was all over. What's next for me? Well, I've won the 155 belt, won the 170 belt. Next, I want fucking Brandon. He's a pussy. I want fucking Brandon. I want him in the call. Get him in the fucking call. I'm the fucking goat. Get him in the call. Where's Brandon? Yeah, I'll defend the belt, but at the moment, I'm the best player in the world. So there ain't no, I'm not trying to be a cunt, but there ain't nothing left for me.
No, yeah, Ganja, I got to be honest, man. You came out there and you got the job done rather handily. Do you think that maybe we could go right back to a rematch for that fight? I mean, that side saddle armbar. I mean, you got one transition defend, and then all of a sudden the fight's over because of that side saddle armbar. Would you be okay with a rematch, or do you demand another fight?
Thing is, I could play him. I could rematch him right now if you boys really wanted to see it. I could play him right now again. It would be the same result. It'd still be tapped out. There's no difference. I beat him 2 times.
Yeah,
I feel like at the moment I'm the best.
I don't think it makes much sense to give him the Morbid fight again, if I'm honest, because he has won 2 fights in a row. I will give him credit. He's beat Morbid twice. Respect to him for that.
No, you Ganja, I'm taking nothing away from you. I'm just saying more or less Morbid looked rather good himself. But that's good, Ganja. So you're calling out Brandon for this next match? How do you feel that's going to go?
I want Brandon. I want it if he comes up to 155 or if I have to go down. I want Brandon. I feel like he's a pussy. I beat him.
How you feel? Okay, very interesting. Okay, man. Well, that's good, dude. Congratulations. You did what you had to do to come out there and get the win.
Well done, Ganjo. All respect.
Thank you,
good
lads.
performance.
Anyway, I'm off. Well played, boys. Thank you.
Have a good day, mate.
Much love, Ganja. Congratulations, brother. Enjoy that belt.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give it to Ganja, man. He came out there and did what he had to do to get that win. It might be controversial in the eyes of some, but it's not controversial in the eyes of the scorecard. It's just plain and simple. Not much you could say about it other than good job.
Morbid has requested an interview. I don't know if we're going to follow up on that or.
Why was he at me? Do we want to do an interview quick?
I say give him an interview. Why not? Give him an interview.
Go on. It was a close fight. Give him.
Give him an interview. It's Morbid, man. He deserves it.
Oh.
Well, I'd just like to say sorry for this stuff because Well, it was a tough fight. The first round, I was like, I know exactly what I was going to do. That was always the same side saddle, because I think Ganja will tell you, and he knows this himself. He will not be able to out wrestle me. And that's I think what happened. He knew he couldn't out wrestle me, so he was just waiting patiently for that one move, which he did get, because I pre-denied it, but he waited a bit, so it didn't work. And as soon as he got the armbar, and I was like, it's over. I just knew.
Yeah, that side saddle armbar is very aggressive. Go ahead, Jamie.
Yeah. Well, Boss is suspended, but I don't know. Realistically, the only fight for me that I'm interested in is Kane. But I want the Ganja. I want Ganja again. But the issue with he is 2-0 against me, but both of his wins have been very, If I was offered Ganja again, I would take it. I don't think there's anything in it for me really, because Jordan. I know I would beat Jordan. I'm aiming a bit higher.
If Ganja vacates the title, Morbid, then the title is going to be open, and it will very likely be you versus Jordan for that vacant title.
Well, then I'd take that. But if Jordan's come back, I'd take Jordan. But I think I've just had that big long layoff. I'd like a tune-up fight, maybe next Saturday if possible, against just anyone.
Well, just to throw something else in the mix, if Ganja does drop the 155 belt, I will happily go down and challenge for that 155 belt. So
I would love to fight you, Kane.
I'll lay that on the line.
Can I fight Kane?
No, you're on Xbox.
Just give me Kane. I'll fight for Kane in 170. I'll do that.
All right, guys. All right. Morbid,
come on,
did a damn good
give me
job,
a belt.
Man.
No one's gonna
very
do that.
sharp. You looked very sharp in that first round. I believe all the commentary gave it to you. You did a good job, Morbid, man. You just got to keep your head up, and hopefully we can get you that hung up Jordan fight and get you right back in contention for the title.
I'll take anyone, but I would love Ganja again.
All righty, brother. I
Morbid, you was unlucky, mate.
Yeah, in a
all
bit,
worries. All the best.
In a bit.
Appreciate you stopping in, brother. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna see Brandon, who looked very, very good in the tournament, dropping only at the very end against Chad. So I mean, you got to give it to Brandon. He looked very sharp in the standing bang, but the question is he going to be able to get the job done where it really matters for that belt?
The Hulk has really blitzed through the competition. His last two fights have both been knockouts. Little to no resistance from what I can remember from the Hulk on the Hulk's part. Just really
the Hulk.
No respect, storming through, throwing shots and getting the knockout. So it'll be interesting to see how Brandon deals with that if he mixes up the takedown, because we've seen the Hulk can also mix it up. So it'll be interesting to see what we see.
Well, the thing is Brandon is no, for sure. The thing is Brandon is the complete opposite of a scrub here. I mean, Brandon has had some fights in aggro that will just make you have your jaw.
It's going to be an interesting fight.
Yeah, Kane, what's your take on this, man? Go ahead and give your early prediction. I trust your word. You're rather good at the game, so I trust your word. How do you feel about this fight early on?
I'd give honestly the edge to Brandon just in terms of experience. He's been in those wars. He's fought in the big names like myself, like Ganja. He's put up a good fight, and he's really put on a good display and a good run while he's been in this 145 division. But it's the Hulk. He's 2-0. Like I said, showed little to no respect. Like he's doing now, he's sort of just running through his shots. So I think if Brandon can really just manage the distance and keep maybe mixing with the wrestling just to drain the Hulk, so I'm gonna get him tired, mix up the body, then Brandon can have an easy night. But it's easier said than done when you're fighting the Incredible Hulk.
Brandon's doing a very good job of piecing him up right now. I mean, right now Brandon's definitely winning the exchanges here.
Good body
Both
kick.
fighters
Although
doing a
that's
very good
uppercut.
job of tickling the belly here.
Absolutely. Hulk with 2 nice body rips.
Seems like these two fighters had the same game. Oh, huge
the Hulk!
overhand on a missed switch kick.
And that really hurt Brandon. He was stunned for some time, but he pulls
Oh,
back with
big
the
slip
lead
counter,
uppercut.
pull counter. Yeah, that pull counter lead uppercut is very dangerous. Brandon's head movement is not subpar. He's probably one of the better at it in aggro fighting. Big switch kick to the body there. Both fighters have come out with a similar game plan. Go out there, work the body, and keep a high volume of strikes.
And let's not forget, Brandon's only losses are to 2 former champions. Well, 2 champions
Ooh.
in Ganja. So it's not like he's lost to low competition. He's lost to the best. And he's definitely giving better than what he's getting right now. The Hulk actually
100%.
a nice shot.
And minus that rock, Brandon is up in this round, but that rock is going to take a lot away from him. And I just realized, guys, we have a three round title fight for the first time ever.
Oh,
yeah. For fuck's sake!
Yeah. So we're going to have a very good, interesting finish. These two usually would have a chance to go the full 5 rounds, but I guess because of the time crunch to get in Cage Rage, shout out Cage Rage, they're going to have to finish this round up in 3 rounds. Well, we'll see how this one goes. I've never seen something like this. This is going to be an interesting concept.
That pull count is there all day from Brandon. He's hit it 1 or 2 times now, but he's just not. Just that he's not defending his head. He's just eating a big jab and then an overhand right.
Brandon is notorious for wilting in pressure a little bit, so I wonder if that'll have an impact or not.
He has to stay strong.
Ooh.
He has to be the guy that goes out there and dictates the action. And a big takedown there. Wow, he gets in full guard and gets right back up, though.
Was it a takedown or knockdown?
No, it was a knockdown. He knocked him down.
Okay, sorry, you put me off.
1-2 from Brandon. Trying to get that slip counter there for the Hulk. Opts for the double uppercut there. He's doing a good job against the Hulk's block right now.
Oh, that was a good
big uppercut.
Oh,
he slips it. He slips the front kick.
Hulk with a hammer. Whoa, I think the fight's over, lads.
He's got it. He's got to defend better than what
It's all over.
Oh my title's been taken.
Is the new 145 champion.
Wow.
Congratulations to the Hulk there, man. That was well done. You know, Brandon probably really did a good job of winning that fight early on, but the Hulk just came out and hit him with the crazy overhand, dropped him, and that's game.
Can you believe that for the featherweight title we had a 3-round welterweight fight?
Yeah, no, that was the very first. That was the very first time. No, it wasn't for that. It was normal. That's how this works. Yeah, I mean, it was the first time we've seen a stipulation like that. I guess both of the fighters agreed for it to be a 3 round. So I guess that's, if they agree to it, there's nothing really else we could say about it. But yeah, man, good job. Everybody went out there and did the. We're gonna get an interview with the Hulk. We'd like to at least.
Yeah, I'd like to interview the Hulk after that performance. He's taken my belt, and that's something that I would very much like to address. My prodigal son, Brandon, who I expected to win that, and I am completely shocked.
Man, that was a very yeah, no, I agree, Chad. That was a very closely contested fight, though. Let's not get it confused.
I'd like to see that down the line if Brandon can get a good win, because I think he can take him, and I just think that Hulk showed more grit, and Hulk had more confidence going into it, and I think it really carried over to a result for the Hulk tonight.
Wow. Well, I was watching that closely, but wow.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah, the Hulk comes in 3-0, goes out there and dismantles one of Aggro's best. I mean, this guy is the real deal. If the real deal has ever been real.
Shades of Nezzy from MMA King, 4 fights in a row, and now he's champ.
Yeah, someone did 3 in a row and was champ. Oh no, I was 4 in a row as well. He mirrored my career. If it goes anything like my career,
I believe we have Bumrock. We can go ahead and allow Bumrock into the commentary channel on our Discord and go ahead and give him the interview he deserves after that.
Hello, Bumrock.
Nope, I don't think so.
What?
I guess he opts to not go for the interview. Okay. Oh, there he is again.
Don't you're not Bumrock.
Mr. Bumrock.
What's he doing?
He's an oddball. Hello, Mr. Bumrock.
Stay in this
Are you
channel.
okay? Was you leaving, or was that just a connection?
Stay in this channel. You're in the right channel now for the interview.
What's happening? We can hear him.
What's he doing?
What is he?
Well, the
Bum
Hulk. I'd like to be the first to congratulate you on your
he's
big
definitely
title win
himself.
there.
Don't touch
does
anything,
it-
Bumrock. Just stop touching everything you're doing. Just stay here. Turn your volume up and listen.
Hello, congratulations, Bumrock. It was a great performance. What the fuck is he doing?
Okay, no interview, no
Sorry,
interview.
that
Go to
confused-
Brandon.
That's
Brandon wants
fine.
an interview.
No, what?
Bumrock, what are you doing?
I think he's.
We can hear you. Talk.
Yeah.
I know you're watching the stream. We can hear you.
They can hear you.
Hello.
Oh, you can hear me?
Yes.
Yes, we've been hearing you the whole time. Hello. Well done on your performance.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, my phone's all fucked up. I don't really know how to do this.
Oh,
Turn your
cool,
stream
yeah.
down. Turn your stream down. Yeah, man, I'd like to be the first to congratulate you, man. How did you feel that fight went? Brandon seemed to have been pushing the initiative rather early, but you came around and really did what you had to do to get the job done.
Yeah, well, as soon as I realized I had the stamina advantage, I thought I would try to pick him apart. I noticed that he was trying to get me to hit counters and counter me, so I figured that I would not let him do that.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a very good game plan.
As CEO, I'd like to congratulate you on being champ. 4-0. Obviously,
yeah.
I won the fight at 45 early. It wasn't against the best opponent in the world, but who would you like to defend your belt against first?
Well, I know it wasn't that impressive, but I'd like to defend it against anybody, to be honest with you. I want to call out Chad, but it wasn't that impressive. So
A couple of wins in 45.
maybe next time.
There was Greg Mann.
Look, Bumrock, if you get a few defenses in 45, it'd be rude for me not to fight you, sir. I think you actually had a good performance there. I give you complete credit there. I think you actually looked really good in that fight. I think you weathered the storm early well, and you gassed the man out. And I had you as the underdog. I thought you was going to lose. I thought Brandon would make easy work of you. But you proved me wrong.
I figured that. Hey, man, it is what it is. It's all good, brother. It's just a game, and thank you guys for doing this every week because I've been really enjoying it.
Awesome, man. Yeah,
thanks, mate.
I'd like to call you out
we're
right
more
now.
than happy to
I'll
have
see
you
you
around,
soon,
man.
boy.
You're a great face.
I like this guy.
See you soon, MMA King. I appreciate everything you've done for us, but I'll see you soon.
See you soon, my friend.
All right, brother. Take it easy, guys.
See you later.
Get practicing.
I believe Brandon said he wanted an interview as well.
What
I
a
think
lovely
we owe him
guy.
one.
Got a proper affinity for him, haven't you, Chad?
He was nice. I expected him to come in here and be like, Chad, you're shit. This is my belt now. And he's not. He's just sitting there in general having a good time.
If I'd have just won the belt, that'd have been me.
Champion.
Me too.
Here we go. Brandon's here.
Hello, Brando.
Commiserations, Brandon. You looked like you was going to win the fight at one point, and obviously anything can happen in the MMA game. So, what would you like to say for yourself?
I mean, obviously, you win some, you lose some, so I'm not really. I mean, it was a good fight for me, so I'm not really bothered that a lot. Well, I am bothered that I lost, but I'd rather have lost to him than anyone else. So, I mean, it's the Incredible Hulk, so what the fuck can you do? You know what I mean?
Not very much, yeah. So what was your game plan going into it, man? He already called you out on your ability to slip counter. Were you trying to work your head movement early on before you got a chance to work the body?
I didn't have a game plan going into that fight. I had one planned, but I didn't use it. I didn't use a single game plan because, I don't know, when I was having my warm-up fights, it just didn't feel right. And to be honest, I was tempted to ask if I could just postpone the fight, but then I was like, that's a bad move. So I'm not one of them people. So I fought to fight through it, but obviously you got the better of me. So
do you think you'll be back? Do you think you're ready for a rematch down the line?
100%.
Good. I'm glad you're a bit more upbeat than you were in the talk. You're a bit more ready for this one. I feel like that's true. I had you as winning. I'm surprised you lost personally, and I think you'll be right back for that title.
I will just say, I know I ain't got the title, but Gandra, if you want me, come get me, man. I'm not bothered.
Yeah, hey, he did call you out. And Brandon, I got to be honest with you here, brother. I mean, you went out a warrior there. You were winning that fight up until the point you got rocked and dropped. I mean, let's not hold back on Brandon here. He's definitely not a slouch when it comes to this. I mean, he did a very good job of dictating the action, but the Hulk just caught you.
That's what happens when your hands of steel.
So if you don't get Gander, Brandon, who else would you look at?
What was that? Sorry.
If you don't get Ganja, who else would you look at?
I mean, I personally, I don't really think as like Ganja as competition, so I don't really want to fight him. I don't really think of him as a competition. So, but he wants me. So if he wants me, he's got to come to me. I'm not going to him.
So who is competition?
To be honest, I would really like to get that rematch because that, like, whether I win or lose, I don't care. That was good. It is a good fight, and it's very good to fight him. It's fun.
Right, boys. Sorry to cut you off, but it's time to move on to the next stream. Let's raid cage. Rage ready, boys?
Yeah, we'd like to thank everybody here that showed up, man. We really appreciate everybody coming in. We had the highest view count we've ever had in aggro fighting history. I mean, can you believe that? That's something beautiful to hear.
We broke some records.
We definitely broke some records, and we just want you all guys to know, man, we're here to stay. We do this every Saturday. I don't think we've ever missed a Saturday since the inception of aggro. So, yeah, we really appreciate it, and we're going to continue to put on these amazing cards. This wasn't just because it was the first card of the year. This is every week for them. So we really appreciate you guys.
Just starting the fight us. Let's go raid in 3, 2, 1. Right, boys.
So is that all?
Yep.
We've concluded. That was a very good stream.